on. Why is all the music in Ape so good? Well, at least from 1 through, at least 1 and 3. It was not bad though. But what is good to all my brothers and sisters? It's your boy, Kushowa. And today we are going to be streaming. I know it's really late to be streaming. And also I want to apologize for not streaming or recording a video the other day. I was really feeling sick. I was just like that. Sick. Is bad. It's not feeling good at all. So that's why I was like, you know what? It's all good. I've been doing this recording and streaming or uploading a video every day or streaming every day. I'm sure people will be okay with it. It's not going to be the end of the world, the entire planet's going to explode, or it's going to become 2012 or something where the entire planet just gets it just drowns in a big old ocean. You know what I mean? It'll be fine. So, yeah. Not only that, too, I was also busy working on other stuff. That was really important that I had to get done, which I did today for streaming. So, either way, I did promise you guys, and I said this a few days ago. I know you guys really want me to either react or on occasions also play a game on stream, depending. But, I did promise you guys I would do a stream where we do a, video game tier list, Because I said I would do that, and I'm going to do it right now. But honestly, this might be the first tier list stream I've ever done. Because I don't know, how to, do a tier list, or pretty much what it is, because I've never done one. I think I know the gist of what it is. It's pretty much just, you just, decide or rate whatever thing you want to rate, put them in a particular, category of how you feel. I don't know, the lowest is, the worst, and the top is, the best, when it comes to these things. So, yeah, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna be doing this, I guess. Know what I mean? You guys have been wanting me to do it, so we're gonna do the tier list. So, here we go. And also, by the way, hello to everybody in the chat. Love you guys. The J-Rock, Dark Wolf, Undead Nerd, Pokemon, the John, pretty much all you guys. And even on occasions when Clover and Sonic comes in, and Mono and, everybody. So, yeah. Love you guys, by the way. But anyways, let's get straight to it. And also, I'm going to be using this song pretty much for the tier list, because I'm trying my best not to use, the same music. Well, unless a specific song for a particular, stream, I might use the TV station, music for when I do reaction streams. And I'll probably use the training room song, the one you're listening to right now, for the tier list stream thing I'm about to do. Also, hello, Ellie. So, either way, all right, let's get to it, because I know you guys have been waiting for me to do this. Because again, I've never done a tier list. This might be the first time I'm doing this. So, yeah, let's see how it goes. Yes, because again, I've never done one at all. All right, let's see. I think I'm gonna have to adjust this a tad bit, because I think let me see. Gotta adjust it, because I forgot the reason why I had it look like this the last time. All right, let me see. Yes, this tad bit. Grab it. We're gonna have to shrink it just a tad. What was the reason why I didn't have the screen? I think it was for a YouTube video I reacted to. It was the Shrek or the Pokemon Presents thing I did. That's why it looked like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's see. Do I need it to... Okay. We're gonna show the top. Let me adjust. There we go. You see, we got it. We're about to adjust this. Should have done this in advance, but I forget sometimes. Perfect. All right. An entire tier list right here. All right. I think it should be good enough. I think this is fitting. Good. Should be good. Perfect. All right. Cool. We got it. And just so when I could look at the chat while also doing this, let me go on the phone so I could be able to observe your comments. Better. Also, it's good, Vegeta. You know, I forgot to also say Vegeta too, because I know he always appears as well on these streams, you know? So, hello to you, Vegeta. Kush better have RE2 is number 1. Bro, you know RE2's gotta be number 1. Don't even play with me right now, man. Don't even play with... Okay. Alright, let's see. We got a category of 10 to 1. And this is 1,000 games, mind you. We're going to be doing an entire tier list of 1,000 games. Some I have playing, because let me tell you again, you're looking at the man who's been a gamer since he was a kid, who his mom has introduced to so many games as a kid to me, and my grandfather too. Which, you know, surprisingly, I never thought he would be into video games at all. But when, you know, he was still alive, he always loved video games as much as me. In fact, I know that he loved playing Street Fighter 2. He also, for some weird reason, my grandfather always loved Pac-Man, but the Atari version though, not the original, like, you know, Namco, like actual good arcade classic Pac-Man, but the Atari one. I don't know why he liked it. Just like, well, man, my mom had some interesting, like, taste. I mean, her taste was always good in video games, you know? Like, I mean, that's pretty much where I got most of my taste from, you know, from, like, Mario to Castlevania. She loved Castlevania. Street Fighter. I don't think she was really into MK, you know? Like, that was pretty much a me thing. And also, I think my aunt, she was into Mortal Kombat, too. Which, by the way, my aunt was also into a lot of video games. She loved playing as Chun-Li in Street Fighter 2. My family really loved Street Fighter 2. I don't know why necessarily that one particular fighting game they loved so much. Like, they really loved, like, Street Fighter 2. Like, specifically that one. I know they've also playing 3. I know most of them either liked Mario. And I don't think my cousins loved Sonic, of course. And let's see, I know my mom and aunt loved Tomb Raider. They really loved playing that. My mom also loved, like, Crash Bandicoot and Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Dexter with Spyro. Again, she loved a lot. You gotta remember, I called you back on October last year. Sent the Nick Avocado vid. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my god, I remember. But yeah, again, like I said, my entire family loved the video game. And to this day, they still love it, you know? Most of my cousins are pretty hyped for the new Switch 2. And I think my mom knows about the Switch 2, so I know she's gonna definitely probably get that and get all the new Nintendo games. So it wouldn't surprise me. But, you know, man, of course, you know, again, I got all my love for video games because of her. So, you know my ass is gonna know and play a lot of video games. Gamer for life. And I don't care otherwise. I don't care people like, oh, you don't want to be a gamer, it's gay. It's like, bro, shut up. There's a lot of people that go fucking ape shit for, like, football and sports. That's just like a whole bunch of guys either training to dribble a fucking ball in the court, or football, throwing a ball at each other to run to the other side of a field. and then you got, like, you know, snowboarding and hockey, baseball. I mean, baseball is like whacking a ball with a stick. I mean, pretty much every single sport is just men playing with balls. Like, you kidding me? I'm not trying to say that in the most homosexual gay way. Like, I'm, like, straight up, like, you can't be judging video game, because, you know, sports could be, it could have its pros and cons as much as video game. Same goes with any other thing, you know. Don't be judging video games, because at least video games you can interact and do stuff, you know. I mean, you know, as much as I love movies, all you can really do with the movie is observe and just enjoy the story. That's it. You know, with a video game, it's like you can interact and do a lot with it. Especially even more so now with like VR. Know what I mean? VR is even more immersive with video games. Like you could actually move your body around and do so much. Know what I mean? So, video games have come a long way. Movies is still a medium that's always going to be, you know, stuck. Like, I'm not trying to criticize and downplay all these other, like, you know, things that people like, because again, there's a lot of pros and cons when it comes to any particular thing that people like. But cooking, you know, cooking is always great because you get to, like, you know, take all these ingredients and pour them into a dish and make something delicious. But sometimes it could always be really bad. Know what I mean? So this again could be towards like any particular like hobby or thing, you know? So me, I'm really open-minded. I'm not like closed-minded, because again, I'm not gonna say like, oh, sports suck, because sports, like, let me tell you, I may not go crazy having an entire YouTube channel dedicated to sports, which I'm sure a lot of people would enjoy, because it's like people love sports, especially like soccer or football in other countries, I guess. But you know, like I said, you know, like it's just like sports requires a lot of skill. I know a lot of people are like, oh, those guys are all fucking like losers or something, or they don't put a lot of effort in what they do. I could do that. Nah, man, you cannot. It takes a lot of training to do what they do, you know? And that could be said for every other thing. Athletes put a lot of like heart and soul into their bodies, training every day. It's not just like only staying fit, but it's a matter of practicing too. Because it's like, and again, like I said, this could apply to every sport, is that they have to train their body to get fit and also practice. If they don't do those things, then they could easily get injured, because it takes a lot of skill to do what they do. Even when it looks so simple, looking at it from, you know, a different perspective, it requires a lot of skill and a lot of dedication, which, you know, I do appreciate, because again, it like you have to the only way you can understand is if you're in the shoes of those athletes. Yeah, again, like I said, also applies to like, you know, animators too. You know, people always say all these animators on YouTube are all a bunch of lazy fucks or something, but it's like, they're not. It's like, oh, they don't upload every month because they're lazy, or oh, because they don't get enough money. It's not even that. It's not even the money thing. It's just, it does take a lot of time. Again, like sports, you know, it takes a lot of skill, a lot of practice, and a lot of dedication. And if you don't pour, you know, that amount of time into that thing, you're never going to get good, and you will not become skillful at that particular thing. So that's all I'm saying, you know. And also, thank you, Vegeta. Appreciate it. I mean, it's true pretty much on everything, you know. That's why I'm a very open-minded person, you know, when it comes to any of those things. I don't judge or, you know, just assume something, because you have to do a lot of research and understand those things. And for me, I do know sports, you know. Again, kind of like wrestling. Like, yeah, you know, a lot of people say it could be fake, but at the same time, you know, sometimes injuries, you know, some of those injuries can be real, because maybe they're so dedicated into their performances, or even wrestling at all, that, you know, they have to make it look real, even, you know, when, you know, it's fake, you know. So that's also a lot of like dedication towards that particular thing. But yeah, I've said what I said. But either way, let's get to the tier listing, because we got a lot. Because again, like I said, love video games, so I definitely have played a lot. Probably most of these. There's probably going to be some I haven't played, so this is going to be hard for me to say. I don't know if I should make a new tier list for games I haven't played, you know? But then I know a lot of you are going to be like, he hasn't played that, and I want to see him play it on the channel now. Okay, let's see. First off, we're going to look through everything that they got on here, because I know there's a lot of games. I mean, a lot of games. a lot, like 1,000. This ain't your run of the mill like 100. We just run and done. That's it. This is like 1,000, you guys. I want like, look, if I'm gonna start off with my first tier list, like stream, video, whatever, one of the twos, which it's stream, so at this point you guys are all watching this live, so I guess, you know, I'm gonna go with something massive to start off, and then, you know, maybe I'll do like polls, because I think now I have polls on my channel now. I have like the community tab thing, 'cause I forgot if you had to reach a specific amount of subs or views to get that or not, so I don't know if I was able to use it, but I might use it more for tier lists, because again, I'm sure there's a ton of tier lists out there you guys would want to see me like do on here, which I'd be down for. There's a lot of good ones, but you know, if I'm gonna start off with one, then video game related, you know, so that's what I'm gonna do. But this one has a lot though. This has a lot, 1,000, like from classics to new games. So we're gonna be here for a while, man. Be here for a while. It's gonna be like, wow, look at that. Look at that. That is so much. Look, it keeps going. Look at that. Oh my god. I don't know if I should start from the bottom or just start at the top. Maybe I should start from the top. No. Hopefully we'll see. Oh my god, I see this game right here. Oh my god. I know somebody's gonna be like, you know what that game is, Kush? I'm like, oh. Anyways, I guess we'll start from the top then. I guess it makes a lot of sense though. You know? Maybe we'll encounter Resident Evil on here, because I know there's gotta be. Alright, let's see. For starters, Pong. Pong is definitely a classic. You know, it's a basic game, but it's one of the games that I would say that started the whole, you know, like video game, like, you know, like genre in the first place. You know, I mean, I think there was that other game that came out before it. I forgot if it was called Asteroids, I think. It was like a really old game with like this like green looking triangle like thing that, you know, you have to shoot at all these things that look like little like meteorite asteroid things that you keep shooting and shooting, and moves around and you can't get hit and then you just lose. That's it. Like, I don't know if they put that on here or not, but no. Like, but Pong, I definitely say deserves to be at least in like the top, I'd say top 10, because it's the video game that started everything. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put it all the way in the top. Let me drag it all here. At least deserves to be on the top, you know? Pac-Man, I'm like, come on, man. It's Pac-Man. That is definitely a 10 out of 10. Okay? It's Pac-Man. You're gonna say it's a bad game? It's a fun game. You collect dots. You know, you go wagga, 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 like that, you know, and you collect fruit. You know, you try to eat the ghost. Try not to get hit. You know, progress more in every maze. You know? So, yeah. So, that has to be on the top, man. Like, why would you not put that up there? Let me drag this, because I don't know if it drags. Let's see. Is that Donkey Kong? Again, another classic in his, well, I think Mario. I don't know if it was Donkey Kong or Mario Bros. That came out first. I don't know which one it was. Not this one. Not the first Super Mario Brothers, but I meant Mario Brothers, like, you know, where it's like it was like Mario and Luigi, and they're like in this like underground looking like area with pipes and turtles. The Koopas would come out, and you know, you would have to like jump on them and hit them back into the pipe, keep hitting them, and then more of them would come out. Like, I know that, I think that's the one that came out first. I think that was Nintendo's first game, or I think it was Game & Watch. I think that came out first. Forgot. Also, what's good, Captain Rock Band, by the way. And also, Master Assassin's Demons. Let's be real, everyone knows Pac-Man. Yo, if nobody knew who Pac-Man was, I'd be like, I'm just like, dang, bro, you need to go back and play the classics, man. Like, I know some kids out here be like, I prefer to play the newer games, and I get that, because, you know, you want to play games that you're going to grow up with, that are your games, all right? But at least, you know, you should learn a little of how video games started, you know what I mean? You shouldn't let the graphics, you know, kind of scare you off, into not wanting to play these amazingly, classic and, just all-time great games. But Donkey Kong? All right, come on. I know right now I'm starting everything off with like a 10 out of 10, but there's going to come a point where there's going to be a video game that's going to be either 9 or even below. But I'm going to say these three, definitely 10 out of 10. Gotta pay your respects to these classics. Miss Pac-Man? Well, I mean, even though it is a classic game, but it's still just Pac-Man, but it was made for like women. At the time when, video games were mostly like a male thing, like just for like boys and men. There wasn't really a lot of video games for like women, So they made Miss Pac-Man to appeal to a more female audience. So that I can understand, but at the end of the day, it's still, I'm not gonna give it like below, like maybe I'd say I'll give it a 9 because it's still a good game. It's still Pac-Man, but at the end of the day, it's just Pac-Man, but female Pac-Man. But it's still a good game and doesn't deserve to be disrespected. And it's like, oh, fuck this game. It's like, oh, this should be in 1 because it's still a classic. Everybody loves Miss Pac-Man, but it's still Pac-Man. So yeah, there we go. We start off with the one game that's a 9 out of 10, but it still deserves to be on the top, but not like because it's, oh, it's Miss Pac-Man, the classic. You know what I mean? Now, Dig Dug. Oh my God, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Classic fun game. You go and, just stick a needle into a bunch of monsters and you just pump them up. The song in the beginning is like, so, oh my God, it's so iconic, man. So good. Hold up, bring this all the way to the top. Iconic game right there. So good. Duck Hunt, another classic game. But, it is a good game. Well, I want to say that it deserves to be like 10 out of 10, but at the same time, it's like you use the, well, actually, no. You know what? I'm thinking about this one because I'm deciding if it should be either in 10 or 9, because it's like, it was one of the many first games where you had to actually use like a gun, controller, like a gun peripheral controller to like shoot things on a screen, which was really cool for the time. Now it's like, oh, well, there's a lot of games that kind of do that now. But it was one of the firsts that did it. So it's like, it's one of those, like, I'm really contemplating if I should put it at 10 out of 10 because it was the first to do it. But what you're really doing is just shooting a bunch of like ducks, waiting for a dog to just pick them up, So it's like, just because of that alone, though, that's why I want to include it in 10 out of 10. Because again, it's a good game. But it's like, is it a 10 out of 10 though? That's the thing. I'm like, thinking about it right now because I'm like, oh, because it's not a bad game. It doesn't deserve to be like, oh, this game is just shooting shit and that's it. Put it all the way on 1 or 3 or something. Like, it's good. But, it's like, you know what? Maybe I'll put it on 9 out of 10 just to give the 9 out of 10 category like some more game. We'll put it there. Oh God. You see, I'm really trying to think about this a lot because it's like Duck Hunt again. Mind you, like I said, not a bad game, but like it's like. Again, it's like one of those many games that it did something first before others, so that's why I'm like, I don't want to like disrespect it and just put it down below. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see. What is this? Is this Punch Out? I cannot see because most of this stuff is. Am I gonna have to increase this a bit just so we could see the titles? Wait, hold up. See if I could try to like increase it. I don't know if it's. Yeah, there we go. Oh my God, I cannot see anything. You know what I mean? Oh God, no, the advertisement right there. Little advertisement. Close this. Can we close it? There we go. Don't want that in the way. Because, I want to... Actually, you know what? Let me fix it. Let me fix it. Let me fix it now that we're doing this. Don't have to worry. There we go. We're gonna adjust this again. But I'm having fun with this. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's pretty fun to, like, you know, do this. You know? Never done this before, so this is gonna be interesting for me because, again, never done a tier list in my life. You know, no, even back then, you know, when, you know, I wasn't like doing like streams and videos because, you know, I wasn't doing it again just yet like now. But, you know, if I were still doing so, I probably would have been doing a lot of these because I'm sure there's a lot of fun like tier lists out there to do. Yeah, there we go. We adjusted it. Cool, cool, cool. We good. We good. All right, let's continue. Okay, I think this one is Super Punch Out. This is the one on like Super Nintendo, right? I heard that one's not bad. You know, like Super Punch Out is not like a bad game. Pretty fun, but you know, it's just the sequel, and I mean, it did improve a lot on the original more, but not to the point that it did anything different. It's like one of those, you know, it should be like, it's not a bad game. It should be at least like, I want to say, I think it either 9 or 8. Like maybe we should give it to 8 just a bit. You know what I mean? Give like the first 8 out of 10. So, because it's like, you know, Punch Out came first, and it's like, of course, that one's gonna definitely be great, but this one definitely, I know, did something different, but it's still somewhat similar to Punch Out in that way, you know? But it's still a fun game. So it's like, you know what, we'll give it a 8 out of 10, just this once for this game. Excite Bike. Also, I'm doing good, by the way. Also, Duck Hunt is pretty fun. If you're gonna do 1,000 tier list videos, you should do parts 2, 3, 4, 5, or just drink water to stay up all night long. Also, it's good, by the way. Pokemon. Oh my god, we're gonna be here all day with this. I mean, I don't think it'll take that long, honestly. I mean, you know, 1,000 games. See, like this one game that I was interested in, but I never played it, so it's like, again, I don't know if I should make a category or something for it. Like, how do you, like, is there a way to do it? Like make your own like category to put in here or something? You know, I know some of these games I don't want to just put down below, you know, and just be like, oh, they're bad because, you know, I like, you know what, I could, you know what, even if I haven't played the game, I could still put it up there, at least. But unless some of you could probably, like, elaborate more on it, like, I'll give you guys the opportunity and the chance to, like, you know, tell me about it. If there's a game I haven't played, I'll let you guys know, and you guys will tell me if it's worthy of going into that particular category or not. So I'll let you guys decide on. If it's a game I already do know, that I have played, then I'll definitely have the, you know, hindsight and the knowledge to be like, okay, I know, I pretty much understand, like, yeah, that deserves to go in that, like, spot. Okay, but Excite Bike, I have played, but it's like, the game itself, it's like, not a bad game, but you're just pretty much just trying to do a bunch of, like, circle flips, going straight, earning points. It's pretty much how Tony Hawk Pro Skater was. It's like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, but 2D on a bike. You know what I mean? So, I think maybe it deserves a 8 out of 10. It's not like anything that's like, I mean, you know, it's definitely one of the main games that came out way back in the day, you know? But nothing that's like, damn, that's amazing. Like, holy shit, it's gonna be like, I mean, it's a memorable game, but you could go out into the streets and ask people like, yo, what's Excite Bike? Like, it's like, they're not gonna say, damn, I remember what Excite Bike is. Such a classic, you know, I love this. They're not gonna be like Mario, where it's like, the minute you say Mario to anybody, they'd be like, I know what Mario is. The minute you say Excite Bike, you're like, Excite who? Like, What? Kusha's gonna take 3 weeks to finish the tier list. Also, it's good, Mario. And also, it's good, Undead Nerd. I said hello to you guys and mentioned you guys earlier. Saying hello to everybody before you all came in. Let's see. I mean, is this the sequel? Wait, Dig Dug had a sequel? I mean, I know that the guy in this game ended up being in, like, you know, Mr. Driller, like, you know, games. Like, I think he's supposed to be, like, the father of Mr. Driller. I know. I never played Dig Dug 2. So it's like, I don't know if it's a good game. I mean, I don't know. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we'll put it an 8 out of 10. You know, it's kind of like, you know, super, like, Punch-Out in a way where it's like, you know, yeah, it's like, I'm sure they improved on a lot of things, or maybe there's some things that are so similar that it wasn't really so different. So I definitely say we could try to put it at 8 out of 10, just because I don't think a lot of you took to. I don't know if some of you have, so we'll put it in a 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Just because. No, okay, come on. Super Mario Bros. You don't even have to say. You don't even have to form an entire sentence to say otherwise. This game deserves 10 out of 10 status, man. It's Mario. Super Mario Bros. Such a classic game. It deserves to be on the top. Anyone who says that it should be on the bottom, you're crazy. Also, wait, did this thing? How do I put it on loop? How do I put it on loop? You see, on loop. There we go. Why it didn't put on loop for me? So weird. Classic Nintendo. Mario classics are gaming's golden age. Pretty much, and then, like, how are you gonna say otherwise? And oh my god, what is with this ad? Yo, ad, get out of my face. Ad, get out of here. What are you doing? I don't want you here. Do I gotta click on you with your adware? Waiting here to advertise? Like, what is going on? Oh my god. Get out of here, ad. Yo, get out of here. I don't want to look at you. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh my goodness. You have to have me install some. This ad right here. They really. I do not care to go to these places. Why are you showing me all this? Yo, you gonna make me install an add-on for my Chrome to remove ads? Cause I'll do it. Having this ad right here. Oh my god. Oh shit. What the fuck? Okay, nah, I did not mean to do that. Why the fuck happened? Okay, I apologize to John and everybody else for that. I didn't, what the fuck? Dang. John's comment. Hide user. Sorry about that. I don't know why I did that on my phone. I hate it when it does that, when I'm on my phone and then, you know, I'm looking at the comments. Sorry about that, John. I was trying to look through the comments and then all of a sudden by accident I just on and said hide user from channel. It's like, come on now. Come on, phone. You know that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to look through the comments. Alright, we good. Again, I'm sorry about that. Hopefully, let me check one more time to make. Yeah, let's see. Hide user in this channel. Please time out. Okay, good. Sorry about that. Anyways, now let's get back to this. That ad though, I might try to get ad blocker or something, because it's like it's gonna get kind of frustrating to do so. I'm like, yo, this shit. You know, actually, you know what? You know what? Maybe I might do that right now. You know what? Screw it. Screw it. Let's do a quick thing. Quick thing. You know what? If it's gonna get annoying, put ads on there. It's like I don't want the ads on there. It's all like an ad blocker. Yeah, because we don't want anything explicit to be on here. You know what I mean? So let me do a quick little thing. Let me go find an ad blocker or something. Install to Chrome. Like they be coming in here trying to like block me and all that. It's like, nah, man, I ain't about to. I'm not about that. You know what? Let me get that ad guard. I should, or uBlock origin from. I think that one's pretty good. Okay, this extension may no longer doesn't follow best practices. Okay, hopefully I'm gonna be careful when clicking my. Yeah, because we don't want no really weird ads appearing on stream. We're gonna do this quick, then hopefully it'll block all the ads on here. There we go. You see now the ads aren't popping up now. Because I installed this. There you go. See now we don't have the ads. Like we're good. Alright, okay. Now we're good. Hopefully we don't have to worry about that anymore. Alright, let's get back to it, baby. Yeah, you see now we don't got no ads anymore because again, like I said, I don't trust like some of these ads. Because even YouTube could be promoting some of the weirdest stuff that you just look and you're just like, nah, I'm good. I don't want that on here. Yo, imagine we do a hentai tier list. Yo, that would have to be like something that you would have to do on a separate particular site. Anyways, okay. Let's get back to it. Let's see, Little Nightmares. I have never played any of the games, so I can't really judge it, but I've heard that, they're pretty good, especially the first and I guess the second. I think there's the third one. I don't know if that one came out, but I definitely know this series is definitely good, though. Like, Little Nightmares, I heard is good. So, I can't really say that it's bad. You know what I mean? Like, I heard it's really good, so I guess we could put it up here, 9 out of 10. Because it is a fun game. Especially, like, the first one I know is supposed to be, like, I think single player. The second one, I think it's co-op. Like, you get to play with a second player, so that makes it even fun. Because it's like, you can play by yourself, of course. But 2 players could be fun. You know what I mean? This is going to be a 10-hour stream. Unless it's part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. I could try to get through everything here. Okay. Psychonauts 2. I've played the first one, but not the second. So, but I heard the second one's pretty good. So I definitely would say 9 out of 10 for that one. You know what I mean? Oh, so let me move this. I don't know why it's where. Is slightly. There we go. Okay. Now, I've never heard of unpacking. Unpacking is new to me. I've never heard of that. I don't know if any of you have or not, so I can't really say. Maybe you guys might know a lot more than me. So, I'm sure you guys could say if it's good or not. One day I need to play. Also, Ape Escape is so cool. This song. Oh yeah, Ape Escape has a lot of good music. Also, maybe one day I should play Little Nightmares. Also, I should definitely save that. I think that would count as a request. Know what I mean? That counts. You know what? Let me take this for a sec so I could pick that and post it. Like, take it as a request. Okay. Nice. Okay, cool. All right. Cool. Gotta put that into the folder for game requests for later. So, okay. I think we good. We good on that now. Put in Little Nightmares. I don't think anybody has asked me to play that, I think. Nope, it's not showing up, so that means that it's... Okay. Yep. Alright, now, okay, let's get back to it now. Cool, nice. Alright, so this one, Unpacking. I don't know what this game is. I've never heard of this, Unpacking. I want to say I know what it is, or if it's a good game. You know what? Maybe we could look up some gameplay footage or something. You know? Now, I've heard of this one. Was that a Mori? But, this one I have not. I don't know what Unpacking is. Like, I don't know what Unpacking... You know what? Maybe we'll do that right now, because I want to... There's a game I don't know. I'm going to look up something, and if it looks interesting to me, then maybe I could judge it just by the trailer and somewhat of gameplay of it, just to see if it's worthy of that. So let's search up Unpacking. Let's see what that is. Because again, I don't know what Unpacking is. New to me. Never heard of that game. Yeah, you see? Even most of you guys don't know, and it looks like a newer game. Let's see. Unpacking game. What is that? Okay, Jacksepticeye played it. This game came out 3 years ago. Okay, let's see. Let's see. We're gonna look through here. Right here. Just through here for a sec. You know what? Maybe I should make a new window. Could use that for like a tier list or something. Let's see. We could have like a little window for when, if we need to search up a game that either you guys haven't played or I haven't played, then, you know, we could just look it up and then we could judge it and see if it's worthy of, like, you know, being like, yeah, what category should it be in from 10 through 1. We're gonna crop this out. Okay, cool. Because I never heard of this game at all. This looks new to me. Okay. There we go. You see, we got to... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The little edge. There we go. Much better. All right, let's see what this game is, because I don't know what it is. Okay, so what is it? Just unpacking and that's it? I mean, it looks pretty fun. Looks great. But, you know, it doesn't really look like a game that's like a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, you know. Just unpack stuff. It looks fun, but, you know, not like, oh my God, this is like memorable. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to remember unpacking. You know what I mean? Not to say that it looks like a bad game. It looks really good. Like, I could give it that. The design of everything looking all like 16-bit, you know, pixel style art, like gameplay is like pretty cool. But it's not like the game that's going to make me go, dang, that deserves like a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. You know what I mean? I'd say... I think we could all agree this game should at least be a 7. Wow, we're actually bringing this to like the first 7 out of 10. No, I don't know if it should be 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10 maybe. You know what? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let you guys decide. Where should it actually go, that game? Should it be 7 out of 10? Where should it be? Between 7 through 1. You guys, what do you think it should be? Let you guys decide on this one. Because, you know, it's like Don't get me wrong, gameplay, and then yeah, it does kind of remind me of Sims. In fact, if anything, it kind of reminds me of like Animal Crossing. But the like the spin-off game, the one where you're pretty much designing like a room, like it looks like, again, it looks like a fun game, but nothing that makes you go, dang, that's an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, you know? I give it a 7 out of 10. Maybe like, you know, either 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, because it's not the worst game, but it's definitely not the most amazing, like, God, I'm going to remember this for years, you know? Because there's like so many games you could remember, but I don't think that one is going to be one of them. But it's still a fun game, nonetheless. You know what? All right, you're right. You're right, Captain Rock Band. We'll at least give it the 6 out of 10. At least that. It's not the worst game, you know? I'm not going to be like closed-minded and say that, oh, this game just looks like garbage. Like, just put it down on 1. You know what I mean? It still looks fun because it has an interesting gameplay. I've seen people that have playing games like Sims, like again, and what was it called? Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer, I think, if that's the name. If I'm wrong, you guys can let me know. But you know, I know there's a lot of people that love playing games like that. You know what I mean? Where you get to like move the furniture around, design your room. Like, those games can be pretty fun if done right. And it feels just like that. So I'm not gonna say like it's like a bad game. Now this one, I heard it's really great. Like, it's fun. Like, it took the creators so many years to the point that they were just radio silent. Like, nobody has heard like a word from them. Because I think they got like a Kickstarter thing and they got a lot of money for it. And the game's like gameplay style looks, well, you know, the art style is great. Gameplay style is pretty much your, like, it's like, I guess like Earthbound, you know, or Mother. You know, it's like all the like classic JRPGs from like the era of like the Super Nintendo, you know what I mean? Where, you know, it's like, you know, it even, I think it even has like that turn-based style too. So, but I heard this game is pretty phenomenal. Like, I heard the story is pretty good, but I haven't like fully like played it, or, well, actually no, I didn't even get the chance to play it yet. Like, I just know about the, like, somewhat of the beginning of the story. I know what the gameplay is, but I just haven't gotten the chance to play it. One day I should play this game. I should play it one day. But I'm like, I'm not gonna say it's like a 6, because this game is definitely good. You know what? I think it deserves to be all the way up here, because I think it's done a lot of interesting stuff, I'd say. You know what? Give it a 9 out of 10. Because I think it's a pretty good game. You know? Like, it seems interesting. And I feel like, you know, the minute I play it and beat it, I definitely would say, yeah, it deserves that spot. So, you know, I give it a 9 out of 10. You know? Definitely. All right, now Lego games. You know, I have played them way back as a kid. I don't so as much now. I don't really play Lego games like that so much like I used to when I was a kid. But I know some people still do. I think Lego games could be still fun, even for like people, you know, like even for like adults, or, you know, even kids, teenagers now that are growing up, you know, learning about what Legos are and everything. You know, I mean, everybody loved Legos. You know what I mean? Like, kids, teenagers, even adults now who still collect Legos, even back then from when they were kids to now, could still enjoy Legos. You know what I mean? And for me, I can't collect Legos, man. Only because, not because of the fact I'm an adult, but it's because it's just too much to collect. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, it's a lot. It's a lot, man. It's a lot to collect, you know. It's one thing to collect video games, because, you know, I could be like, oh, I love video games. You know, I take out a game, just pop it into the console, whatever, and just play it for you guys and everything. But, you know, with, you know, like Legos, it's like, I mean, you know, it's still fun. Legos are not bad. Pretty enjoyable, you know, if you have the time and the patience to set up like in a big looking set or everything, or even if you're just taking regular pieces trying to build something phenomenal. Because let me tell you, a lot of people that could build something insane out of Legos. Like, I still remember the time I went to like Toys R Us, like way back when I was like was in high school, and usually when I would hang out with my friends, we would always go to like Times Square, and this is when like Toys R Us was still there. There was like the Ferris wheel that was there. There was like different like floors for different things. Like the bottom floor was like for video games. The others were for like other stuff, like I don't know, like action figures and Barbie dolls for like girls, or guys that are into collecting that. And then the top had like like Legos, with like the other side like had like some like candy store where you could get all these different candies. Like your kid's like, oh, I want some candy or something. You saw like Legos, and I saw this like two like big Lego statues. One on the top that was like hung of Superman, like I think stopping like a truck, something. And one of like a T-Rex and mind you, this T-Rex was made of Legos, and he was like moving around and everything, which was crazy. The Legos could be like enjoyable, and if you could build something like that, that's insane. But I heard this one isn't bad though. This one is I don't think this is like the old Lego like Star Wars video games. I think this is the newer one. I think this one is the Luke Skywalker saga. No, I think it's the Skywalker saga. That's what it was. So I'm like, these games are always good. They always put a lot of effort into these. I mean, they usually never do because it's like, oh, it's Legos, who cares? But these games could be pretty fun. So I'd say definitely like I'd definitely say this could go for either like 8 or like 9. You know what I mean? It's like, no, because I've never rated a Lego game. I'm gonna give this one, this one, like a 9 out of 10. Unless there's one that comes like, I don't know, like Lego Harry Potter or something, or Indiana Jones, or I don't know, like Marvel, then maybe I'll think about that one. But I heard this one's not so bad. I think I might have this one. I think I got this game free on like the Epic Games, like free games thing. So yeah. See. Which one is this? Hitman 3? Is Hitman 3? I don't think I've played it. I know Hitman is a good game series, especially 1 and 2. Definitely deserves to be like on the top of like, like 9 and like somewhat 10, But I don't know if the third one is good. I mean, I think it could be. I could give this one maybe an 8 out of 10. You know what I mean? Give this one 8 out of 10. Okay, this one I have played, and the multiplayer, I mean, if you're playing this as a multiplayer game, like Halo Infinite, it's like it's not like bad, but there's so much wrong though with the model designs though for this game. The gameplay was probably the only good part. Everything else was like, the characters look really weird. I'd say this one was definitely like a 7 out of 10 for me. Compared to like, when you compare it to like Halo 1, 2, and even 3, even Reach, those games, that they all deserve to be in the 9 out of 10. And I would even say Halo 2 and even 3 would deserve to be in 10 out of 10, But that one, just no. Fun co-op game if you have a friend, cousin, or like whoever to play with, but not the best Halo game, I'd say. Not the best one. Deserves to be better. Now this one, again, have not played, but I would say Spider-Man 1 is better, but not to say this one's bad, because I mean, Miles Morales, the fact he got his first video game is crazy. You know what I mean? I won't say it's bad. I definitely say it's better than Infinite. I'll give this one an 8 out of 10. You know what I mean? It deserves at least that, because it's like Spider-Man Miles Morales is not like a bad, like I guess spin-off game, because at least tried. I mean, again, I think it's one of the many games that you get to play as Miles Morales, because I don't think there's a lot of video games where you get to play as him. Know what I mean? So I definitely say it deserves to be like at least the 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I've played all 3 Spider-Man games. Oh, I can't wait to see what Spider-Man games we get, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure there's probably a lot of Spider-Man games on here that I can't wait to, like, you know, put it in, like, you know, the like 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 category. Okay, let's see. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Like, again, this one I haven't played, but, you know, I heard it's not like it's okay. It was trying to do something different, but I know it wasn't like the, you know, traditional, like, you know, like Assassin's Creed. So it's like one of those, I guess you could say it could fall under the category of, like, you know, 7 out of 10, like Halo Infinite. It's like, it's not bad, because at least it was trying to do something different, but at the same time, it's like it really still didn't feel like it would be like, you know, traditional, like, you know, Assassin's Creed game. You know what I mean? Gran Turismo 7. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's a racing game. Put that in 1 out of 10. Like, it's, racing games are pretty fun. Like, I know most of them are, you know, I know some people would say are like sports games where they could be the same. But with Gran Turismo, though, that's a different case, though, because this is actually a good racing series, and this one I bet you is probably good. The VR game is okay, which I would love to play if I could. I mean, it's only on like PlayStation 5, and, you know, kind of sucks I don't have a PS5 or a PlayStation VR 2, but it's like, it's not bad. Racing games are fun. You know, like NASCAR or Mario Kart, Midnight Club, Need for Speed, Burnout. You know, all the racing games are pretty fun. Like, if you love racing games, then that could be for you. But this one, it's like one of those, you know what, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. This is probably the first Gran Turismo game I'm gonna, like, put on the top until we get to the really old ones, and he's like, yeah, that all of those deserve to be on the top, even further than that one. I heard, again, like I said, I heard this one's not bad, but I think it suffers a bit because the fact that I think people were saying online that it suffered from the whole, like, you know, they relied too much on, like, DLC stuff. So that's why. You know? Okay, wait. I suck at Speed Racer, the game. It sucks. Okay, Hogwarts Legacy. I mean, there's a lot of good Harry Potter games, but that one was definitely, okay. This one I heard, again, like I said, one game I haven't played, but is a really good Harry Potter game, and definitely feels like you're a wizard. You know, and the fact that you get to go to Hogwarts, make your own character, was great. Which one day maybe I should, like, stream on here, you know, be fun. So I definitely say this one was good. And the fact, you know what, just I'm gonna put this in the 10 out of 10. Why? Like, only because of the fact that if it pissed off, like, a lot of, like, you know, a lot, and I could say this right now, but let's just say it pissed off a particular audience of people that didn't like it because, a particular somebody who's the creator of this series that just so happens to, you know, be like, even though she has no part in making this game, and the team, like, they never involved her at all to make that game. And people get angry about it to the point they got angry at streamers, and then, you know, this whole thing, which it's like, it's still a good game, and I don't care what anyone says otherwise. It's a really good game. The fact that a particular audience and particular people got angry about the fact that the creator of Harry Potter said some things should not affect the game itself. Okay? I'll say this right now. It's a good game. Real good game. The fact that she was not included in that and shouldn't be, you know what I mean? Because again, I'm not supporting whatever she says. But again, it's still a good game. It's a fun game, in fact. Because again, the people that put their heart and soul into that game was really good. It's a good game. And I would definitely say it deserves to be 10 out of 10. Top. A good game. And again, because of one particular thing should not affect that. The fact that people do that otherwise is crazy. Okay. Now this one, what was it? Horizon? Is this one Zero Dawn, the first one? Or I think this is the sequel. I was always interested in the first game and the second. Because, you know, I kind of like the whole idea that she's like a, you know, like cave woman fighting. Like, I don't think she is like, I don't think they're like cave people. I think my friend showed me a long time ago this game. And it's like, I like the whole idea of that, you know, robot dinosaurs was pretty cool. Like, I heard the gameplay's alright, but you know, I'd say, you know what? I like the whole idea of like robot dinosaurs though. Not gonna lie. Pretty great. So I say this goes 8 out of 10. Only because I like the robot dinosaurs. The gameplay looks pretty fun. Because I think you could ride one of them. Now this one, Astro Playroom. Now this is not the Astrobot game that came out last year and won Game of the Year, which by the way deserved. But, you know, this one I think is based off the tech demo for like PlayStation 4. So it's like this one, not like bad, but you know, like it's not bad. The sequel's way better. This one is okay. Because I mean, it definitely has a lot of neat references to like the past, like, you know, like, oh, video game consoles of like PlayStation, PSP, and other games and all that. But it's like, you know, it's just like the tech demo. It's not the full game. So it's like one of those. I give it a 7 out of 10 for that one. You know what I mean? Okay, making sure that I fix this. There we go. Yeah, that's what I mean. Because it's like, I gave it that score because I'm like, or at least I put it in 7 out of 10 because it's like, you know, like it's like, again, it's not like the sequel where it's a full game. No, it's just a short tech demo game. Okay, now Guilty Gear, I forgot which one this was, but most of the Guilty Gear games are always good. They're all great. They all look really beautiful, and each game that we get is great. So this one goes all the way up here, 9 out of 10. I would even say 10 out of 10 because it's such a good fight. You know what? 10 out of 10. I don't even care what anybody says. It's like, it's not the best fighting game. Nah, this series, like, Arc System Works, these guys put a lot into these games. With each game that they make it look so good. And the mechanics, the characters all fight great. Such a great roster. Each character has their own unique, like, you know, fighting style, move set. Always great. These games, not go wrong with Guilty Gear. Back 4 Blood, I have playing, and it's pretty much like, you know, it was supposed to be the spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead. And, you know, at first it seemed okay, but then, you know, it really didn't do much afterwards. So it's like one of those, it's not as good as Left 4 Dead, because at least, you know, the community for that game is still going, and people still make mods, maps, and all that for it. This one should have been that. It should have been even better, but it didn't. And it's like, I really just screwed the pooch with that one. You know what I mean? Heck, I might even say that this should, I don't know if I should put this in the 5 out of 10 or 6 out of 10, because it's like, it tried, but, you know, it could have done better. You know what? I'll put it in 6 out of 10, just because I think it wasn't a bad game, because it had some elements of it that was fun, but it really didn't, like, fully surpass its, you know, like predecessor in any way. It should have, but it didn't. Okay, let's see. Call of Duty, what was this? Black Ops Cold War? I have not played that one. I stopped playing after Black Ops I think it was 2 I stopped. It's like, I can't really say how good this one is. Maybe some of you guys might be able to say what score it should get. You know what? I'm going to leave it to you guys to decide where that game should go. Or most of them. Until we get to the ones that are like, Modern Warfare 2 definitely deserves to be on the top. But you guys could tell me if that one was good or not. Like, tell me right now. I'm about to wait a few minutes for you guys to tell me where that should go. Like, tell me if Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, where it should go. Because again, this is the one Call of Duty game. There's probably a couple I haven't played. But, you know, I don't know what to give it, because I don't want to just, like, I know that most people will be like, oh, it's Call of Duty, just put that shit in one. But we don't know. We can't just judge it just by the fact that it has the name, you know? Okay. You said, John, you said 1 out of 10. Vegeta, you said 7 out of 10. Okay. Got 7 out of 10. 1 out of 10. Okay. Anybody else? Because look, I'm not going to be one of those people that's like, I hate first-person shooters. Like, I love them. I grew up on Doom. I grew up on, like, Wolfenstein, Quake, and Unreal Tournament, and, you know, like, all the others, like Amnesia, you know, being a first-person, like, you know, horror game, and, like, Duke Nukem, Blood, Serious Sam, and Postal. Like, again, so many. So, see, can you play Dragon Ball Spark? So good, and oh, is that? Oh, yeah, I think somebody asked me to play that a long time ago. I forgot if, you know, I played it or not. So maybe, you know what? Let me save that just in case. Let's save that. I'm having fun with this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm having fun with this entire like tier list. Like, God, I can understand why people like it now. I've been doing this a long time ago. Okay, let me type in Sparking Zero so it's not just Dragon Ball. Sparking Zero. Or Budokai Tenkaichi 4. Because, I mean, it's still that, but, you know, the original name in Japan was Sparking Zero. So, also, that's a cool game. Also, GoldenEye. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. We saved it. Also, have you ever played FF15? Hey, what's good, Red? What is good? Also, have I played it? Only a bit though. In fact, I think I've only played the demo. I know the story of Noctis, but you know, I have not played the game like entirely. You know, maybe I should play. What? You about to? God, you guys are like sending me all these game requests. Okay. Not to get off topic. Okay. Let's get back to this. All right. So how would you guys like rate Cold War? Okay, we're gonna go back to this. There we go. Perfect. All right. If you guys had to rate Cold War, because okay, I'm gonna let you guys decide. Because every now and then we're gonna have like a game you guys could decide. How would you rate it? How would you rate Cold War? Because I know that John said 1, Vegeta said 7, but we need more than that. That's like 2 verdicts right there so far. So we need more than that. We need all of you vote. And I know there's a lot of you watching right now, so sure most of you could decide. Know what I mean? I have faith in you guys to decide what Cold War deserves. I mean, right now I'm kind of leaning towards 7 out of 10 because I feel like Vegeta has like the honest like opinion to me. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong, John. You know, love you, and I appreciate what you do for me on here. And, I always try to play most of the, like, games that you request me, but, we can't all, like, hate Call of Duty for the sake that it's because the fact that it's gone in a weird direction with its series, We're trying to be honest, and judge it, on its own merits. You know what I mean? Because we don't want to just judge it for the sake that it's a Call of Duty game, We try to be more open-minded and, more, like, reasonable on here. You know what I mean? So, you know what? Okay. I'm going to put it in 7 out of 10 for Vegeta because I feel like his opinion, his score seems honest enough, We'll put it there. Now, Far Cry 6, I have not played. I think my cousin, no, I think either my cousin or I think like Quan, like he's playing it. So I'm sure it's not a bad game. It looks pretty good. You know what I mean? So let's see. I feel like this game would be like, I don't know if it's better than the original Far Cry games that came out. I know 1, 2, and 3 were like really good. But 6, I don't know. Maybe deserves to be 8 out of 10. No, we could put 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 seems like it's reasonable enough, Okay, Pokemon Snap. This is the one for the Switch. Not the N64 one. Oh, God, my eyes. But Pokemon Snap for the Switch, hard wasn't bad. I mean, it's pretty much the original Pokemon Snap, but now it's like, now you have more Pokemon now. Like, I heard that it was pretty fun. Like, it definitely tried doing some interesting stuff compared to the original, but, like, it's still Pokemon Snap. You're just taking pictures of the Pokemon. Not to say that it deserves to be in the same category as, like, Back 4 Blood, But, it's like, you're taking pictures of Pokemon. Pretty much what it is. But, is it better than the original? Is it better than the one on Nintendo 64? Because I know that one definitely was, like, fun. But I mean, maybe this one is actually good, I would say. Like, and also, you're welcome, Vegeta. I honestly take all of your, like, scores to be reasonable and honest. So, I have faith in knowing that, you definitely, you know what you're saying when it comes to Call of Duty. I'm assuming you've probably played the games, and you might have a lot of knowledge more than me, because my knowledge has pretty much, like, come to a complete halt with, like, Black Ops 2. Pretty much. Like, I've not played any of the others after that. I was thinking about playing one of the newer ones, but then I went like, nah, I'm good. So, I'm sure your knowledge has pretty much far, like, surpassed mine on the series. So, I'm gonna take your, like, opinion, and score as a reasonable one for the series. Because we don't want to just judge it. But this one, it's like, honestly, like, if there's no Pokemon Snap on here, I'll give it 8 out of 10. Because it looks fun. I mean, again, it's Pokemon. You're taking pictures of Pokemon. It's fun. It has more Pokemon to take pictures of from different, like, like regions. You know what I mean? So, looks fun. So, I'd say, yeah. Super Mario Bowser's Fury. I mean, isn't this the one that's based off of Super Mario, what was it, 3D World, I think it was? Or, it wasn't 3D Land, right? It was Super Mario 3D World. I think this was, what, the one that came out on, like, Wii U, and then it got, like, a HD remaster, or I think remake on, like, the Switch. So, I heard this one was pretty fun. It's a fun Mario game. So, I'd say either 8 or 9 out of 10. You know what? What do you guys think? It should go to the 8 or to the 10? To the 9. 8 or to the 9? Thank you. I wish I was a teacher. I'd be a horrible teacher. Not because, I would not understand my students. That's the part I would be good at, is understanding them. It's just teaching. I cannot, because it's like all my knowledge from school. It's either there's specific things I'll remember, and then there's others that's like, yeah, I forgot everything at this point. So it's like teaching, no. Trying to understand and be more like, you know, compassionate for my students, you know, as a teacher, yes, I would. You know what? We can give it a 9 out of 10. Screw it. 9 out of 10. Because it looks like a fun game. Fun game. Okay, Diablo Immortal. You know what? I have not played this one, but I'm sure it's pretty okay. You know what? We'll give it 7 out of 10. Because, again, I'm sure none of you have probably played it. I mean, if one of you guys have, cool, then let me know. But I have not, so... No? Now, this one I heard was pretty fun. Like, this is the one I definitely want to play on the channel one day. It's like Ratchet and Clank, A Rift Apart. I think that's the one. Where people go crazy for that one, like, Lombax girl. I forgot her name. But, yeah, I heard it's pretty fun. It's pretty good. So, I'm like, I don't think it's a bad game. I would say it's definitely, like, a 8 out of 10. But it hasn't done anything better than what the originals has done, you know? I mean, it's definitely improved a lot on graphics and definitely still retains the gameplay, but, you know, the classic original ones definitely deserve to be on the top more than that one, I'll say. Okay, this one I heard won Game of the Year, and it's a fun co-op game. So, I want to say this one should definitely be on the top, because it looked pretty interesting, and I think my friend definitely had the game on his PlayStation 5. We were supposed to play it, but we didn't get the chance to. One day I should go to his house and play it so we could see. So I think, you know what, I could put this one on like 9 out of 10. Because I want to have faith that it was a pretty good game and fun. Definitely did a lot of uniquely different things that it deserves and warrants to be on the top. Again, I forgot the name of her. I would search it up, but I'm like, we haven't. We're going to be here all day. Neon White. I heard this game's pretty fun, too. This one I was really pumped for. I didn't get the chance to play it. I saw the trailer, and I heard that the main character was played by Steve Bloom. So, yeah, I definitely say it deserves to be on the top, and 8 out of 10, you know? Not 9 out of 10, like it's like, dang, that's memorable. No? Okay, Life is Strange, True Colors. The first one, not bad. Second, okay, but I don't know how True Colors is. Like, I want to say it's a good game, but it's like... I don't know. Like, I haven't played it, so I can't really just judge it. You see, this is what I mean. I don't know if this thing had like a little thing you could have made like a special tab for like games I haven't been playing, because at least it would have made it easier for me to put like, okay, I haven't been playing that to judge it. But okay, let me know. Okay, I want you guys to let me know if it's a good game or not, because I can't. And also, you know what? Let me remove my art tablet, because I think it's getting in the way. See, now it won't like do anything. Weird lately. Okay. You know what? I want to say we'll put this all the way in. You know what? Let's put it at least in 7 out of 10. You know what? No. 6 out of 10 at least. At least it's fair, because I haven't played it, so I don't know. I don't know if it's good or it's bad. Now, the first one wasn't like bad, you know? Heard of Life is Strange games, but I never played them for myself. Not the emulation, actual game. Played. Oh, well, of course. I mean, again, like I said, I've played tons of games, you know? I mean, you guys are going to see what all the games I'm about to go through. Like, it's a lot. So, yeah. Village. It felt like 7. But I definitely say it was an okay game. In fact, you know what? I'd say this one definitely deserves to be like, like 9 out of 10. Because it wasn't a bad game. I think it exceeded and surpassed 7 a lot more. 7 wasn't bad, but 8 took it to a whole new level. Because, when it comes to scare factor and, like amount of content that it offers, I think 8 definitely exceeds it a lot more. Gameplay still the same compared to, like 7. But I would say I'd give this more than, like, 7, because it has more of a cast. Like, the other characters in like 7 are all right, but it's like again, I leave it there because I just don't know. So I can't really say. Mario, I'm assuming you said 8 out of 10. You think it deserves to be 8 out of 10? Life is Strange, 8 out of 10. Life is Strange 2, 8 out of 10. Oh, okay. Sorry, if we get to those, you definitely know it could be higher up. You know what I mean? Okay. Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, this one I heard is pretty good. Heard this one wasn't so bad. Like, this one was actually a really good game. A lot of people thought it was going to be really garbage, like hot garbage, but it was actually really good. You know what I mean? It's actually a really good game. Even better than the Avengers game. Just saying a lot, because that game really could have been better, But definitely. Okay, now Metroid Dread definitely deserves to be on the top. Definitely deserves to be 10 out of 10, because that game was good, man. Got the chance to play it. It felt like it had the like style of like the classic Metroid games. Like, it felt like Metroid Prime, but if it were like Super Metroid combined into one, it was really really good. Like, Metroid Dread, like, it deserves to be 10 out of 10. Yeah, which one was this? The Pokemon, what was it? Let's see. I think, I forgot. I know this was the remake of Diamond. Like, I wanna say that this one deserves to be like I don't know, like maybe, like, I want to say like 7 out of 10, around there, maybe 8 between these two, because again, this is a remake I remembered that came out on Switch of Pokemon Diamond. But I heard that it was an okay Pokemon like remake. You know what? I'll put it 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. It's still like Diamond, but a remake. And the original is better, but I'm sure that one had a lot of interesting features, Oh, nice. I know. Okay, now this one, Pokemon Legends, I have not played. But I heard it definitely introduced the whole being able to do live Poke battles and, being able to catch the Pokemon live instead of like the whole turn-based style that it's been doing for like years. So this one I definitely say deserves to at least be like 9 out of 10, because it definitely did something uniquely different. Despite that it's still Pokemon, it's still the whole, you go out there, you play as a trainer, you go fight other trainers, fight like gym leaders, catch Pokemon, the same, thing has been doing years, but it tried doing something different. So, yeah. Okay, this one's WarioWare Get It Together. I mean, the WarioWare games are fun. Always fun game that you could play. You know, like just a bunch of like micro games that are great. You know what I mean? So those could always be fun. Definitely these games deserve to be on the top. Mario Party Superstar. This one could be in the top because I heard it wasn't so bad. It was actually pretty fun. You know, like really, really fun game. But you know, I don't think it did anything. No, I mean, well, I think it pretty much is supposed to have all the original like boards from the previous like Mario parties. So I think that's why I'd say it's actually really good. It should be on the top. No. Plus, I played Wario Land 3 Nintendo Boy. Oh, yeah, that one's really good. The Wario Land games, you can't go wrong. 1 through 4, great. And even like shake it. The Call of Duty Vanguard. Okay, I want to say this one's good. I remembered the one thing from this game, that they did that collaboration with Attack on Titan. But you know, I don't know. Like I can't. That's the thing I know. So can't really say. I'm sure some of you guys might know. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna put this one. Let's see. I'm gonna give this one. It looks like the type of game that would be 7 out of 10 there. I don't know what you guys would think of this game, particularly because I don't know. Like, I haven't gotten the chance to play it. Like, again, like I said, I haven't played most of the Call of Duty games, so I can't really say. You know? Yeah, what do you guys think in particular? I'm looking right now on my phone, so you guys could, you know. Is it good? Do you think it's worth? Is Call of Duty Vanguard good? Let's say Vegeta might know. I don't. I'll let you guys decide what score it should be. Should it stay at 7 out of 10 and you think it deserves to be lower? Oh, that's a 9 out of 10? Was it actually good? No, I'm sure we'll leave it. You know what? We'll leave it at 7 out of 10 for now. Or you know what? Okay, John, you said 9 out of 10. You know what? We'll put it just for you. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 at least. All right, let's see. Okay, now watch your stream. Board. Okay. All right, let's see. For Forza Horizon 5. Let's see. I mean, it's a pretty fun racing game, but you know, it's like okay. Like it's all right. I don't think it's really done anything, you know, distinctively different from other racing games. You know what I mean? But I'm not saying it's the worst racing game. There could be a lot worse. All right, Gotham Knights. I heard it was pretty much like if Batman Arkham or the, you know, like Batman, like Arkham games. Like instead of just playing Batman, you play as all the others like Nightwing, Batgirl, Red Hood, and Robin, and it's not Batman. And you pretty much, it's pretty much Batman, Arkham Asylum, City, Origins, Night, but co-op. Like, I heard it wasn't bad, but it wasn't the best. So 7 out of 10 for that one, I'd say. Know what I mean? Okay. Monster Hunter Rise. That one wasn't so bad. I mean, Monster Hunter games are always good. They're always fun. Definitely deserve to be on the top, I'd say. I'd say Rise wasn't bad. Man, you know, I didn't get to fully like go further into the game, but you know, Monster Hunter games you can't go wrong with because they're always fun and enjoyable. Let's see. This one's Kirby the Forgotten Land. I heard that one was pretty fun. It was like one of the many, like, you know, Kirby games to do the whole, like, it being like a 3D Kirby game instead of like the 2D side-scrolling Kirby games that usually we get all the time. So this one is that definitely deserves to be on a 9 because it did something way different compared to most other Kirby games that I've seen so far, which, you know, pretty good, you know? Like, again, they should be doing more Kirby 3D games, but I understand why they stick with the classics, because it's like, well, people grew up on like classic, like 2D Kirby. So it makes sense. You know what I mean? So you can't go wrong with Kirby. Okay, Pokemon. Let's see. This one I heard is supposed to be like League of Legends, but Pokemon. So I'd say, like, I heard it's not bad, but it's okay, I'd say. Might be the first time I give Pokemon like a low like score, put in like a 6 out of 10, I'd say. Now Deltarune, great game. This one right here, great game. Definitely deserves to be on the top. Definitely deserves to be on the top. I would say even it would be 10 out of 10 for me too. You know what? Screw it. Put it all the way at 10 out of 10. That's a good game. Actually, you know what? No. Because it hasn't fully came out yet. I don't want to just put it in 10 out of 10 just yet until the entire game is out. So we'll put it in the 9 out of 10 category just for now. Only because it's not a full game. It's half a game. We'll leave it at 9 out of 10. But so far, it's been pretty good. Pretty enjoyable. I can't wait to see where it goes. But I can imagine it's definitely going to be a 10 out of 10 game. Like Undertale. Definitely. Now, this one I have not heard of. Inscription. I have not heard of that at all. Like, I've never played it, so I can't really judge. But sure, it deserves to be. You know what? We'll put this on 7 out of 10 because we really want to just get through all this. Yeah, let's see. Okay, Security Breach. Now, when it comes to all the Five Nights at Freddy's games, I could definitely say that one was pretty fun. Not to say the others were bad in any way, but you know, like it's really good. It's probably, I would say it's even the first like Five Nights at Freddy's game where it's like fully 3D, and it's not like, oh, all the characters are like pre-rendered models and backgrounds, and you know, like there are sprites on everything. You know what I mean? Like it's not pre-rendered. So I would say it's definitely 8 out of 10. No, despite that, I know when it first launched, it was pretty buggy. Like, really buggy. Really buggy. Until they updated it. And it was like, okay, I mean, even now, it still suffers from some bugs. But, you know, if it weren't for those, I'm sure it'd be, like, a really, like, great game to play. Really fun. Okay. Now, this one, pretty fun, though. Like, Vampire Survivors is really fun game. Really good. You know? You pretty much get to play all these characters. You have to... It's like Dynasty Warrior. But, you know, you have to like upgrade yourself throughout, you know, the times you're playing, earning money, and it's like really fun, addicting, really good game. Like, I would definitely say this game is really good. You know what? You know what? You know what? Nah. Deserves to be 9 out of 10. It has a lot of good DLC, a lot of like good content. It has a lot of stuff. Like, it's actually pretty good. Really great game. Highly recommend that one. Now, let's see. Shifu. It's let's see. This one, I know what this game is. I've heard of it. You know, I've seen that one show where it's like each episode is like a different game. But this one I heard is like this one I heard is pretty good. It's pretty much like the guy's father dies, like, you know, most of these like, you know, like stories, and he wants revenge, but every time he dies, he ages, but he gains the knowledge of knowing what's gonna happen, like, you know, because it's like, oh, well, you know, I die and, you know, I come back and I get older and, you know, I learn about like the you know, like what's gonna happen, so I won't die again. You know what I mean? Like, it's a pretty good game. I would say this one definitely deserves to be on the top. You know, like, it deserves to be like 8 out of 10. Actually, you know what? I kind of like that like concept. Should be 9 out of 10. A good ass like, you know, concept of a game. I've seen people that they've speedrun that game and have not gotten killed once and lived to be really young throughout the whole thing. I'm like, whoa, if that were me, I would have been like an old man reaching the end. So, yep. Maybe? Okay, Mario Strikers. Okay, this one is what, Battle League? I don't think I've played this one. Like, I think this one, I mean, Mario games are pretty fun. This one I heard isn't so bad. You know what I mean? Or it's pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the soccer games I heard could get insane. So I would say it deserves to be 8 out of 10 for me. Because it looks really fun. I like the style of the game. And I mean, you know, playing soccer games can be pretty fun. Now, Cyberpunk at first was a buggy mess and there was a lot of things they did wrong, but was fixed and it turned out to be a really good game. And so I would say, you know what? You know, I love like games that take place in the future. Like, I love the whole cyberpunk genre. I mean, I'd say if it weren't for all the bugs, it could have been a 10 out of 10. But, you know, because of that, I'd say it's a 9 out of 10. But it's still a fun game. And also, it's a breathtaking game. So, alright. The Elden Rings. Oh, man. I know it's Dark Souls, you know, Demon Souls, Bloodborne. I mean, it's created by the same people who worked on those games. I think it was like, it went from like From Software or FromSoft to like, you know, like Bandai Namco. Like, you know, it's crazy how many people who created those games ended up going to this. But this game definitely deserves to be 10 out of 10. Really, really good. Okay. Really, really good. Come on. You can't go wrong with playing games like that. You know what I mean? Let me see if Kush got some Mario Wii games in the tier list. Oh boy, you know some of those I'm gonna definitely say are gonna be good. Okay, this one I'm not playing, so you know what? I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. Well, actually no, this kind of looks like and what that game, Until Dawn? Kind of reminds me of that, you know? Look at that. It's like, it's okay. You know what I mean? And that one was like fine, but this one was like, yeah. Death Loops I heard of. And I was interested in that game when it came out, when they showed the trailer. The whole, you know, you dying and then you start over again. You guys trying to escape dying so much, you know? I kind of enjoyed the concept. But, you know, I heard that it was like okay, and it was full of lots of bugs at the time it released. I think I remembered seeing like a review of like Moist Critical talking about it. And it was like, oh, okay. Oh, you did? Wait, you did request it? Oh shit, I didn't know. Wait, I didn't know you guys requested it. Oh shit. Well, maybe okay, let me see. Maybe we could save that one, I guess, if that's the case. Like, I didn't know. Like, all right, then I guess we'll put it in. You know what? I'll take it for you and Rock Band, seeing it's a good horror game. You know what? Maybe we'll crank it up a score then, if that's the case. I'm sure you guys, I definitely feel like you guys definitely know what you're saying when it comes to that. So you know what? You know what? Maybe we'll crank it up, but first let me save this just in case, because you know I feel like I don't know if I saved that request that you sent me for that game or not. Let me see. I'm gonna look through right now and let you know. Could be in here, because again I have a lot that I still haven't gone through every single game. I have to go through. Just in case, I'm gonna put this one in. All right. Okay. Mario, I fucking love you now. Oh my god. Okay. All right. We good. All right. Okay. Now we can get back to it. Okay. Because we really want to try. Well, maybe we might split this into like a 2-part, maybe 3-part. You know, like, you know, if we can't get to every single one, then yeah. You know what I mean? Because I know that, you know, one of you guys, I think Mario mentioned like this. There's like 1,000 games in here. I mean, unless we rush and be like, we're gonna get this, like that, you know, breezing through everything, you know. And there's a lot of games here that I'm looking at right now that look like they're definitely gonna be on the top, without a shadow of a doubt. Okay, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles, you cannot go wrong with these games. Definitely 8 out of 10. Multiverses. Oh, God, man, that game. I don't like being that guy that judges. You know what I mean? But it's like, no, it's like, it's like, it wasn't a bad game to play, but it just felt like, you know, it felt like a Smash clone. You know what I mean? It is pretty much that, you know? Like, and it's not the fact the roster was bad, because it had, and again, it had a lot of interesting characters on the roster for it. You know what I mean? I mean, a lot of characters that people like, you know? Like, it had Batman, Shaggy, Bugs Bunny, and I think recently they added Lola with the Powerpuff Girls, Beetlejuice, so many other characters. I think Ben's in there, Rick and Morty. For some reason, like LeBron James is in there. I don't know why, but still, it's funny. But at the same time, it's like the roster wasn't bad, but the gameplay's just Smash Brothers. I think honestly, I would say this game, you know what, just because I'm gonna be really, you know, kind of, I guess, gracious, give this one 7 out of 10, just because of the roster. But the gameplay, just Smash, same thing. It's about to be for Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl right here too. You know what? We might as well take this one and put it up there too. Put it here in 7 out of 10. Same thing. It's like, has a great roster of characters that everybody loves, but it can't really compare to Smash Brothers. You know what? Because look, it's not to say that those games and the characters weren't bad, but they failed to understand why Smash Brothers was good. You know what I mean? Like, because again, I could go on this whole rant about like Smash Brothers was to celebrate like the history of Nintendo at first, but over time when they added like third-party characters from other games into it, it became more of a celebration of video games as a whole. And it's like, like Sakurai knew what he was doing, but these guys were like, they just wanted to be like Smash Bros and get in on that money, because Super Smash Brothers Ultimate became the best-selling fighting game of all time. It sold more than any other fighting game from what I've saw when I looked up the like sales when it comes to fighting games, and it surpassed all fighting games in sales. So I went like everybody just wanted a piece of that Smash Brothers pie. But, they couldn't really compete with it, because it's like people got really hype for like stuff like Steve, Banjo-Kazooie, and, all these other, characters, because it's like nobody ever thought they would get in. Multiverses and like Nickelodeon's All-Star Brawl is like, well, Nickelodeon owns all those characters. They don't have any characters that's like, oh, well, we need to get characters from like, I don't know, Cartoon Network or some other cartoon company from Disney in, like, yeah, that'd be cool. Same with like multiverses, most of those characters they all own. But with like Smash Brothers, it's like, Nintendo doesn't really own Sora or, Kazuya or Steve, Banjo, any of these characters. It's always cool to see these characters get in there. Even again, also Snake and like Richter and all of them, because again, that shit gets you hyped. I think that's the one thing they also fail to realize, is that people get hyped for Smash Brothers in the reveals. Like, who's gonna get it next? You know what I mean? That shit just gets you hyped, man. Gets you really, really hyped. Also, yes, Snakes. I remember my reaction. I'm still to this day hyped for when Snake finally returned back. I lost my shit because I didn't think that would happen. But when Sora got in, with Steve and everybody else, I'm like, it's over. God, I can't believe I remember that a long time ago. Oh, anyways, let's continue. Okay, let's see. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Oh man, if this is I don't know if this is the like new one or not, or like the remaster or whatever, but you know what? I'll say I give it a 8 out of 10. Give it this one. This one is definitely pretty good. The Horizon. Okay, this one, I'm assuming is the first one, so I'd say it deserves to be there, at least there. Because it's like the first one I heard was pretty good compared to the second one. But you know what? I might change my also, what's good, Galactus? Now you guys have been appearing a lot on here. I'm like, whoa, it's been great, you know what I mean? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna lower this one down to 7 out of 10. Put this one there, because I think the first one was still better than the sequel. You know what I mean? Definitely better. Okay, Stray, I heard was pretty good, pretty fun. Enjoyable, like, game. There we go. Okay, Stray I heard was pretty fun. I mean, it's probably one of the many like games where you get to play as a cat as the main character, which is great. The gameplay is definitely different from a lot of games I've seen. So you definitely say this one was pretty good and deserves to be 9 out of 10. No? Goat Simulator 3. Don't really know if it's good or not, but I can imagine it's probably really fun. Enjoyable. Like, man, it's Goat Simulator. All you do is crash into things as a goat. Pretty fun. So definitely 8 out of 10. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, we'll definitely be reacting to the Nintendo Direct in, what was it, next month in April? Be good. Be crazy. Scorn. Let's see. I heard this one was a crazy game. So, no, what to give it? I don't know. Maybe 7? 7 maybe? Because again, like I said, there's some of these games I haven't played, so it's like I would have to put it in its own category of like have not played, so I can't really judge. But since I don't have that, and I don't want to put them all in one, and people will think, oh, these games all suck. I think, you know, they assume that I think it sucks. So I'm trying to just judge it right now and like, Melon. The Teenage Mutant Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Oh yeah, this one's definitely 9 out of 10. I've seen the gameplay. You don't get, I mean, I'm happy that beat 'em up games have been returning more and more, but you know, I'm like, this one I think deserves to be on the top because it's a fun game. Really, really fun. Really good game. Cult of the Lamb. Another fun game that deserves to be on the top. Definitely deserves to be in the 9 out of 10 category for me because it's a pretty good, fun, uniquely different game that I've not seen compared to most other games. So, definitely good. Ghostwire, I heard was not bad. Created by the same people that worked on, I think, what was it? Evil Within and Hi-Fi Rush. So, that wasn't so bad. I think the creator of Silent Hill worked on this game. But, it's like a 7 out of 10, maybe going into 8 out of 10, because these guys do make really good games. No, I give it an 8 out of 10. Sure, it was a really good game. I think I have that on my list of games. Okay, Splatoon 3. Splatoon games you can't go wrong with. But it's like this one, I definitely know probably has more stuff. But at the same time, it's still like Splatoons 2 and 1. I mean, I don't know if it's really improved more on Splatoon 1, because 1 definitely was like interesting, and then 2 took it to a whole new level, you know? So I can't really say 3 was better than 2 or 1. I haven't played it, but you know, I'm sure it's probably really, really good. You know what? I want to say it's probably good. It's probably done a lot more compared to like, you know, the other two. Give it like a 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Dead Space. Of course, that one deserves to be on the top. This one's the remake. So I'm like, shh. I heard it improved on some things for it. I mean, you know, it improves on the graphics, but it's still the same story, mind you. You know? Still the same story. So it's like, because, you know, I know that remakes aren't bad, because some could be doing their own thing and not just trying to be one-on-one, the original. So it's like, you know what? Dead Space is a good series. Pretty good. Both 1, 2, even 3 wasn't bad. It was a co-op game, so go to 8 out of 10 for the remake at least. This one for Nier. This one I think this is the first one before the other game with 2B. But I haven't played it, so you know what? I'm gonna put it up there for like 7 out of 10. No. Go to 8 out of 10. These games are always good. Tales, the Tales series they have a lot of good JRPGs. They're really good. And each game has like a unique play mechanic from the last one. Kind of like how Final Fantasy tries to do in some way. So say 8 out of 10 for that one. Sonic Frontiers. Oh my. Okay, first off, that one's a 1 out of 10. That's going to be my first 1 out of 10. I know about Saints Row. The other games are amazing. 1 through at least 3. Or at least, well, 4 is great. But that one definitely did not try. No. Seen it. It did not try. It went too woke with Saints Row. That one. That one deserves to be 1 out of 10. Because they didn't even try. They went like, oh, let's add in the wokeness. Let's not beat Saints Row that it should be. Know what I mean? Like, God. Gotta even try with that. Okay. Get back to this. Sonic Frontiers. Okay. I definitely say this one's gonna be a tricky one for me. It's like, it's not a bad Sonic game. I love the whole, like, free roaming, fighting all the cool looking bosses in it. But it's like the environments really kind of feel lackluster though. You know what I mean? Like, it's like one of those games where it's like, it didn't really feel like a Sonic game with its environments. It felt like it's like, you know those videos that people make where they put characters into the Unreal Engine? You know what I mean? Where you see like Sonic roaming the Unreal Engine world space, whatever, or like Mario, like that. It feels like that. The story is pretty much like not bad. And definitely say that, the voice acting has really improved a lot compared to the previous like Sonic games. Roger Craig Smith definitely like did better compared to before. You know what I mean? Like the gameplay is just like again, I didn't hate it, but I also don't think it deserves to be any higher though. You know what I mean? Like, it definitely deserves to be at least 7 out of 10. This is the first Sonic game too, and I'm like judging. Wait, have I judged the Sonic game yet on here? Have I put in any of these? Nope. Yeah, then it's definitely gonna be, but I know there's gonna be a lot more other Sonic games that are definitely gonna be, like way better compared to that. Like when we get to like Sonic Adventure, the advanced games, it's gonna be done. Even the classic game. Okay, God of War. Let's see, Ragnarok. Bro, this one was not bad. Heard it was a pretty fun sequel, but like still felt like the first game. I think it was supposed to win Game of the Year, but it didn't. So it's like, the first game did. Because it definitely, when you compare it to the other God of War games, it definitely went in a different direction, and the storytelling was definitely interesting. I can understand why it deserved to be like 9 out of 10, or even 10 out of 10, I would say. But, this one, as a sequel, is, the God of War games you can't go wrong with. But the gameplay, the story is not bad. The gameplay still feels like the other ones. They didn't try doing completely different things. But I still love it. Still love the classic 3. They're always good. But this one definitely could have like done a lot more. Pokemon, let's see, Scarlet? Okay, 1, Overwatch 2. It's just Overwatch 1, but they didn't really improve on anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, they didn't even try with that one. It's like, oh my God. You know what? I feel like this one, no, I was gonna move it just a bit, but it's like, I realized they, like, Activision, Blizzard really didn't try with that one. They really didn't. It's like, if you guys weren't gonna do anything different from Overwatch 1, why did you make Overwatch 2? Oh, you added like maybe a couple of new characters in there and it was cool, but it's like, no, then add something like more than just like newer characters and that was it. Like, come on. For this game, the Pokemon game, like every other Pokemon game. So I'll give it the See, I mean, I have Snap up here, so you know what? Let's see. No, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. And I will say it's an 8 out of 10. Honey Pop. Look, you know, these games are okay, but honestly, they're just puzzle games for like, you know, like you getting to see boobs and like, you know, naked women. You know what I mean? Like, there was boobs. So it's like, it's not really like doing anything like, you know, revolutionary. You know what I mean? It's just play the puzzle game, you get to see some boob. That's it. That's all it is. You get to see some tits, you know? That's it. So 5 out of 10. You know, design wise for the girls, it's like, you know, it's like still not like, I mean, I'd still say this game is probably still better. This game is still better than these two games. And that's sad to say because it's like the generic puzzle game that you see with so many, but it still has a lot better content and it's more enjoyable to some extent compared to these two where they don't even try. Now this one, I'm gonna say this right now, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Good game. Hi-Fi Rush deserves to be 10 out of 10. It definitely was the most uniquely different game I've seen in ages. Where it's like a music, well, I mean, it's not, like, I won't say it's a rhythm game, but it's definitely a music game that tried doing something different. I love that. But the design was unique. About that game was great, unique, like just fantastic. Great game. Highly recommend. You know, one day I need a stream for you. Play that game for you guys on here. Hi-Fi Rush is a good game. The fact that the creator of Resident Evil, Shinji Mikami, worked on that, insane. At the same time, great game. Highly recommend that. All of you guys need to get Hi-Fi Rush. Good game. Like Dying Light 2? I'd say this one, I mean, I haven't played it. I think maybe Juan has. But I'd say it's still 7 out of 10. You know what I mean? It seems like a pretty good zombie first-person shooter game. The Sons of the Forest. I mean, this game is pretty fun. Really hard, though, if you don't understand how to play it. Where you have to survive. I'd say this one definitely deserves to be either, for me, it could be 7 out of 10 or 8. What? 10. Give it to 8 out of 10. Now, let's see. High on Life. I have seen my friend play it, and it's a funny game. I mean, it's another first-person shooter game, but it's definitely funny, interesting, and the gameplay mechanics for it is unique, so I can't really say it's a bad game, you know? Pretty fun. Now, I'd say this one, I think you can't go wrong with, you know? Pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. I give it an 8 out of 10. Put it in there. Let's see. Atomic Heart. I heard this game, but again, I haven't played it. I've seen gameplay of it, but I haven't played it. So I want to say 7 out of 10, at least 7 out of 10. Resident Evil 4, the remake? No, you know, I've played this. I completed it. And you know it's gonna be a 10 out of 10. You know? This one, you know what? Like, I want to put it in 10 out of 10 because it definitely improves on a lot compared to the original game. But they do cut out a couple of things compared to the original game. It's kind of like Resident Evil 4 VR. It's like, it's fun, it's great, it's perfect. But it's like, you know, they cut out some things. Like, you know, the remake yeah, it included like the mercenaries mode and some of the cool costume unlockables later on, and the separate ways. But then they also don't have assignment Ada there, so it's like at the same time it's the remake of 4. It's actually really good fun, a lot of cool unlockables, a lot of cool costumes, and so it's like oh god, hard to decide because it's like cut out content, yeah, but it's like I have to be fair. I know this is gonna hurt me, but I'm gonna put it because it's like they cutting out that really hurt it a tad bit, but it's still a great game. Still a great game. Okay, I've never played this one. I've seen my friend playing it. Like, what was it, Tunic? But, like, okay. Okay. I'd say, let's see, we'll bring this one up to a 7 out of 10 for this one. I'm sure this one was probably a fun game. No, maybe, you know what? I give it the, again, like I said, benefit of the doubt and give it an 8 out of 10. It looks like an interesting. This one I haven't played, but I did hear a lot of good things about it being really good. So this one, I think I could definitely say 8 out of 10 for this one. Mario Kart 8, and it's Mario Kart. I don't know what more to say. You know what? Where do you Mario Kart? No? Like, it's Mario Kart. You just choose your character, you race around, that's it. No, it's fun, but it's Mario Kart, you know what I mean? But I don't think I've judged one, though, so I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll, you know what, put it in the 7 out of 10. Like, again, it's just Mario Kart. That's it. It didn't really do much different compared to the previous games. This one I am not playing, so I can't really say, but I'm sure it deserved to be up here at least. 7 out of 10. I'm sure it was really good. Okay game. Watch Dogs, I have played, and I think it deserves to be 7 out of 10 too. It was really fun. PT, I don't even know why that's there. It's a demo. Like, what more do you want from that? It's just a demo for a game that didn't even release. Why is that even there? Why is that even considered a game? That's not even a full game. That is a demo, pretty much, of the Silent Hill game we could have gotten with Norman Reedus. There holds the fetus hand and, like, and again, it's not bad. I definitely say, even for a demo like this, it's way better than these two games. So, it's like, it's not a full game. I'll put it in 5 out of 10 to be fair, at least. 'Cause it's like, it's not a full game. If it were a full game, then maybe it could have been higher. But because it wasn't, it was just a demo for a game that didn't release, got canceled. I don't know why it's on this list, but I'd say it wasn't a bad demo. Now this one's a classic, of course. This one definitely was the game that, like, started the whole mascot, like, horror game, pretty much. Five Nights at Freddy's deserves to be. It's Five Nights at Freddy's. This is where you wanna be, I just don't get it. 10 out of 10. Such a good game. Classic game. Can't go wrong with the little or Destiny. I mean, this was supposed to be the PlayStation, like, it was the Halo for PlayStation before, Microsoft decided, let's actually release, like, Halo now, finally. PlayStation. The Master Chief Collection. Crazy. But, you know, it wasn't a bad game, I say. It was pretty fun, especially with friends. Pretty fun game. If you have friends, this game could be pretty fun. I even need to judge this game. You know this game wasn't... Well, I'd say it's better than Saints Row and Overwatch 2, but it definitely didn't feel like a traditional, you know, Sonic game. It was not as... Yeah, like I said, not the traditional Sonic game we all expect. So, but I'd say it's a lot better than these two. So, you know what? 3 out of 10. Because it's like, it wasn't the best Sonic game, but it's better than those two games. I'm gonna say that right now. At least for Sonic Boom, Rise of the Lyric, they at least tried. They at least tried to make a game. Those two didn't even try to make a game. If it were the cartoon, then it would just be like a 10 out of 10. Because the cartoon's not bad. It's pretty funny. Now, Alien Isolation. Come on, man. Be real. This game is terrifying as all like hell. Like, it's just... This game should be on the top right here. This game should be all the way 9 out of 10. I would say maybe even like 10 out of 10. But you know what? 9 out of 10. It's a good game. Alien Isolation. Terrifying game. Okay, Advance, what was this? Warfare? Let's see. Oh no, man, Vegeta, I think you might be able to let me know what you think this should go. Like, tell me right now, where should this game go? Like... Again, you're going to see a lot of Call of Duty on this list. I know a lot of you guys are going to have to expect a lot of that. So, you know, expect a lot. I mean, there's 1,000 games on this list. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a lot. I'm waiting for you guys, or at least for him to give me a good score for it at least. You know what I mean? A lot of you. I could trust your sense of judgment when it comes to some of these games. All Call of Duty games are mid, but Advance was great for 2014. 8 out of 10. Alright. I will put it in 8 out of 10 then. I think Vanguard is up. See if I did. Yeah, I did. But we'll put that one up there too. Because you know what? I trust your sense of judgment. So that will go up there. Alright, now this one, okay. I know this one wasn't the best, but at least this one felt more like an Assassin's Creed game than Valhalla did, you know what I mean? And plus, it was a co-op Assassin's Creed game. You know? So I would say 8 out of 10. Wasn't the best one. Not better than 1 and 2. Even 3. But, you know, was way better than this one. This one I have not played. But, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'd say this one should go in here. Because I don't really know. Okay. Unless one of you guys have played, like, Rogue, maybe. Then maybe you could tell me if it was good. If not, we'll keep it there. Again, you're gonna have a lot of Assassins. Don't be surprised if you see like a 2K game on here. Not just WWE, but like NBA or like, you know, like NFL or NHL. Or gonna see a lot. We'll leave it there, I guess. Okay, this one is, I think, is like the DLC for Second Son, I think. I don't know, like, what it is. Like, I can't really say. Like, you know what? I'm assuming it's probably a 6 out of 10 game. Okay, looks like a 6 out of 10 game. I know that Infamous 1 and 2 definitely deserves to be on the top. Definitely deserves to be. But this one, Second Son, I would say would be over like First Light probably. So. Skylanders. Oh. Never played the DLC. Yeah, that's what I mean. I've only played 1, 2, a bit of Second Son. Although I heard it wasn't bad. But, you know. Skylanders. Let's see. This one. I mean, it's pretty much just a game made to sell toys, pretty much. But I'd say it's a lot better than these games in particular. You know what? I'll trust you guys in your judgment on this game. So we'll put it at least in 6 out of 10. I'm gonna put it in maybe 5 out of 10, but put it in 6 out of 10. I'm sure it was not a bad game, but there's definitely a lot of things it could have improved upon. This one I've never played, so I can't really say. I'll give it at least 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. I have never played it. Okay, I heard now Sunset Overdrive was a pretty fun game. What I've seen, and when me and my friend played it at his house on his Xbox One. This one, definitely 8 out of 10 game. Definitely really fun. Definitely really good. Wait, the first Honey Pop. Oh my god, it's right there. Oh my god. You know what? Maybe we should just put this one all the way in the top. Nah, we're not going to. I mean, it's still pretty much like this one. It's like puzzle game with boobs. That's it. All it is. All it is. Okay, the prequel, Borderlands, the pre-sequel, it's like, I mean, I heard it's a lot better than 3, so I definitely say it deserves to be on the top in 7 out of 10. No. Captain Toad? Honestly, I like this game. It was pretty unique and interesting compared to most other Nintendo games I've seen so far. Definitely did a lot of interesting stuff, and to me, I think it deserves to be on the top. You know? Definitely. This one, I mean, it's pretty much like the other Forza games. They're all pretty much how they're supposed to be, you know, realistic cars, drive, race, all that. But, you know, there's still fun in racing, I'd say. So, definitely deserves to be up there. This one, I think this is the new Dragon Quest game. I think. So, I heard this one's not the best, but okay. So, you know what? Maybe we'll just put it at least 5 out of 10. Far Cry 4. It was probably really good. I'm sure Pawn could let me know that it was good, but we'll put it in 7 out of 10. No, 7 out of 10. Or you know what? Maybe 8 out of 10. Maybe 8 out of 10. Sims 4. I think Sims 2, like Sims 1 through 3 were better. 4 was okay. You know, it's okay. Give it 7 out of 10. Now, I know this one is the, what was it, browser-like thing, game, little browser mini game, where all you do is just jump over the cactus and that's it. Like, it's like pretty much if your internet connection went away and, you know, you see the little dinosaur there, and if you click on your, I think it was space bar, then you could just play it. I mean, it's a pretty fun game. All you do is really scroll, but I'd say it's a lot better than most of those games on the bottom. You know? You know what? I'll give this one the 6 out of 10. Give it a 6 out of 10. I mean, all you really do is just jump and that's it. a lot better. You know what? I'd say it's better than these. So it definitely deserves to be said. And I know it's so weird. Why is that also on here? Okay, Batman 3. That's the Lego Batman game. It's like, I don't really know, but I'm assuming most of the Lego games for when it comes to these are fun. So, yeah, I've never played most of them, so I can't really say if they're good or not. So, you know, I'll put them all in like 7 out of 10. Evil Within, pretty fun game, pretty spooky, like horror game, pretty fun, pretty good. Definitely deserves to be on the top. Pretty good, pretty good. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 definitely improved a lot on the first game. I mean, you know, it had the gameplay, but it definitely, definitely 8 out of 10 for me. Bayonetta 2. Bayonetta. Can't go wrong with that. You put this all the way at the top for 9 out of 10. It's Bayonetta, man. Can't go wrong with Bayonetta. Really fun, really good. Let's see, I heard Subnautica is pretty good. I wanna say it should go to the 8 out of 10 category. God, we've been like, oh my god, so many games that have been on the top so far. But not a single one at 4 out of 10. Cities Skylines. This one I definitely know is not a bad game. It's fun. You know, you just like, I think why you build your own city. It's like Sims, I think, like SimCity. Oh, really? Okay, but still I'll put it on the top. It's a 7 out of 10 game. Never playing this one. I think this is what, like a mobile game? One? I wanna... want to say this one. You know what? Let me. I never played that game. I can't really say if it's good. No? Alright, we fixed the thing. Rossi Road. Like, you know what? We'll leave it at 6 out of 10. I'm sure it's probably a fun game to play, but it's not like anything, you know, again, like I said, like revolutionary. Lisa, never heard of that game at all. So I will put it in 6 out of 10. It was way better than most of these other games. Now, Life is Strange. Now, that one I have played, and I definitely say deserves to be at 8 out of 10. Because it wasn't actually a bad game. Pretty fun. Point-and-click story game. Resident Evil. Now, this one, I definitely say deserves to be at 10. 10 out of 10. Because compared to the remake of 4, where, you know, as much as I love the remake of Resident Evil 4, but the remake of Resident Evil 1 definitely improves a lot, which, you know, the whole point of a remake is to improve a lot more on the original. And gameplay-wise, it did, you know, and it added so much more content even, until, you know, I cut out maybe one particular game mode, which it should have included and try to be different. This one added even more content compared to the original game. It improved so much on the original game of Resident Evil 1. Not only graphics-wise, which I think, you know, again, both are still good, but, you know, the remake's definitely going to be better by, like, miles. You know, gameplay, it has, like, 2 types of, like, gameplay styles between the tank controls and modern tank controls, where you could easily move the characters around and it doesn't feel, like, clunky compared to the original. Even though that's the intent of the original game. But still improved a lot more, added more unlockable costumes, game modes, everything compared to the original. Also, I don't know, Lisa. Lisa. But yeah, I think the remake of 1 definitely did, like, you know, the original Resident Evil 1 a lot more, like, justice, and did it way better compared to, you know, like how 4 did with, like, you know, the original. Like, the remake of 4 definitely could have, like, added way more. It should have added more content. But it didn't. I mean, it improved upon the gameplay. There's still a lot of things that hold it back from being a 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? But the remake of 1, definitely. Definitely. You know, Xenoverse, I like 2 a lot more because it has done a lot more compared to the first game. I mean, there's a lot other Dragon Ball games I enjoyed way more. So, I'd say I give this one 7 out of 10. Visible enemy. What is hard as fuck? Oh my god, you have no idea. That game mode is like, woo! Oh my god. Okay, I've never played this one. The Escapees. Or Escapists. I don't think I've played this one. So, but I definitely can imagine this one being a lot better compared to like this. Definitely deserves 7 out of 10. Tekken 7. Definitely improved a lot more in the previous Tekken game. No, definitely deserves to be all the way in the top. Like 9 out of 10. Played that game with my friends. We went crazy playing this game. Really fun, really good. Okay. Ori. I heard this one was pretty good. So I would say it goes to the top. 7 out of 10. Actually, no. 8 out of 10. Way better than I expected. But my friend played at his house, and it was actually pretty good. Pretty fun game. Now, this one's from the, like, Tales creator. Like the, you know, like Telltales, like, creators of, like, The Walking Dead and Wolf Among Us and all those other story-driven, you know, choose your own, like, path, like, adventure games, all that. Like, this one was actually really good compared to those. Like, it definitely deserves to be 8 out of 10. Mario Party 10. It's Mario Party. I don't know what more to say about that, but I definitely say it deserves to be 7 out of 10. So, Yakuza 0. Definitely say this game deserves to be on the top because it's a really good game. Really, really good. Definitely deserves to be on the top. I would say this one is probably the best Yakuza game I've ever played. So, definitely deserves to be on the top. I know, it's like, maybe we might split it. Let's see if we've gone through so much so far. Oh my god, no more games. Oh my god, I see some that I think I'm definitely gonna put in 10 out of 10. Of course, you know I am. Get to them. Okay, Resident Evil 2 Revelations. I say, compared to the first game, yes. You know why? You know why this game is so good? Because it has berries, so it deserves to be 9 out of 10. Such a good Resident Evil game. Okay. Let's see, Pokemon Omega Ruby. I'm sure this game is probably way better than the original. I mean, I think both have their like pros and cons, but I know this is supposed to be like the remake of that, and it's like, sure, it was a lot better. So I'm gonna give this one 8 out of 10. Little Big Planet 3. These games are always fun. Being able to create and like just, you know, create what you could use with your imagination. All the cool levels, all the cool costumes. So many things about it that's just really great. Just filled with so much creativity that it's just a fun game series overall. Really great. I'd say this series, again, underrated, and it's kind of sad that Sony never gives it enough love like they used to. So many games that they rarely pay attention to anymore, and it's like... So, but Little Big Planet, you can't go wrong with, man. 3 definitely was 8 out of 10. Okay, now Hotline Miami 2. Playing the first one. Pretty bloody, gory, pretty hard game, pretty fun, but really to play. I haven't played the sequel, but I'm sure, you know, it's good. I wanna give it a 8 out of 10 because these games are pretty good. Dying Light. I'm sure the first one was better, but you know what? Well, we'll put it on the top. On the top. Five Nights at Freddy's 3. You know what? This might be the one that I put in 7, 10. I liked 1 and 2 a lot more because they had, like, 2 had the most when it comes to action. I think the other, like, what was it? The Five Nights at Freddy's, like, what's the name of that Five Nights at Freddy's game? Where you could create your own scenarios and add all the animatronics. That one I did a lot more because you could just like add every like animatronic going from like, you know, 1 all the way to that point, you know? This one was like, it was great, you know, yeah, the Phantom animatronics, you know, they're pretty creepy, but you know, really, when you think about it, there was only one animatronic who was gonna kill you, and that was Springtrap, and that was... I mean, most of these games, they're getting old now. Insane to think about. Okay, this one, haven't played, but I'm sure it's really good. So I'd give it a 1 out of 10. I'm about to put all the Lego games 1 out of 10. This series, what was it called? The Danganronpa. That's what it's called, I think. I know this is the game that's like, it's kind of like Ace Attorney, where you play as teenagers, and some of those teenagers have to kill each other. And then you have to find out who or which one of the teenagers killed the other one. You have to look for the clues. Then you're all going into a courtroom trying to assume who was the killer. And, you know, if you find the right killer, then they get punished. But if you don't, then you get punished. Yeah, but this, I heard, is supposed to be like the spin-off about one of the characters' like sister, I think. And one of the characters from the first. This one's like a 7 out of 10. Now you see, now if this were Asylum, or even City, or even Origins, definitely 9. But Night wasn't so bad. I know that it had some bugs, but honestly, it wasn't a bad, you know, like, you know, Batman Arkham game. Like everyone made it out to be. Like, it was actually pretty good. Like, people said it was like so like bad. Like, Night was not that bad. Okay, Fallout Shelter. This game is just, I've played this. This is just a mobile app game where you pretty much like get a bunch of like, you know, dwellers, put them in your little shelter thing, you know, and then you put them to work, all this. It's just a mobile game. That's all it is. It's pretty fun, but you know, not anything that's like, dang, that's like 10 out of 10. Yeah, pretty much it. Now this game, definitely really good. Okay, right now. Definitely, you know what? This definitely deserves to be in the top. I'd say X deserves to be 9 out of 10 for me. I'd say this is probably one of my favorite Xenoblade Chronicles games. You know, up there with like 1. You know? Bloodborne. I don't even need to say it. It deserves to be in the top. Bloodborne. A fun game. Such a fun game. It deserves to be 9 out of 10 for me. You know what? I'm gonna give this one 10 out of 10. Probably one of my favorite Souls like. Mad Max. I haven't played that one, but I heard a lot of good things about it that makes it really fun. So I'm gonna give this one because it's Mad Max, and Mad Max is cool and awesome and fun, badass. 8 out of 10. Should have been in Fortnite. Okay, Metal Gear Solid. Oh, we reached the first Metal Gear Solid. This list, not the first like Metal Gear Solid, like, or even Metal. 5 wasn't bad. I know that a lot of people either loved or hate for many reasons. Because one, it was the first like Metal Gear game to not have David Haynes reprising his role as like, you know, Naked Snake or Big Boss. And they got somebody else to voice like, you know, like Venom Snake. Or, you know, quote unquote, like, you know, like Stinky Snake is not. And 2, because of the fact that it didn't really feel like a Metal Gear game, I guess, to some people, because it didn't have a lot of cutscenes. Like, oh, it didn't have enough story to elaborate more on. And it's like, well, I mean, that's where they had the cassette tape. But overall, I think it was a fun game to play. I would say it even deserves to be in it. It was a fun Metal Gear. Try doing something different with the series. And plus, it was really fun to just collect soldiers. It was like, they took the aspects of what made Peace Walker so good and proved upon it. So good to me. Now, Yoshi's Woolly World, I have not played. But it's pretty fun. Better than that one Yoshi's Island game that came out on like 3DS. It looks so like, oh my god, man. Who doesn't love Yoshi? You know what? Put this in 8 out of 10, man. Look at that. Look at that little dino. Yoshi. Didn't really get angry, Yoshi. Witcher 3. I mean, these games are always good. I've heard. I mean, you know, I'm sure 4 is gonna be great, but 1 through like, you know, 3 are like great. So definitely, you know what? I think I would even say it deserves to be on the top of 9 out of 10. Mortal Kombat 10. I mean, this one was definitely a fun game. And the roster was great too. Especially because it had I think Leatherface with the Xenomorph and was in there. They had a lot of characters, and the designs were really cool. So I give 10. Now, if this were like the classic 1 through 3, then it took me. This one deserves to be all the way at 8 out of 10. Oh, fatality. Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. Let's see. I mean, these games you don't really see often compared to the traditional Pokemon games. So these are pretty much the most uniquely fun, and creative, and enjoyable Pokemon game. You know what? I'm gonna give this one because I'm like, you know what? Give this Pokemon game 9 out of 10. Because it was fun. These games you rarely see. And they are definitely different when it comes to gameplay mechanics compared to the, you know, like, you know, traditional Pokemon what we see. I mean, you're going to see, like I said, a lot of Call of Duty and probably some 2K games, Pokemon a lot, because those games get like every single year, so it's like common. Oh, I think this is the Racing Skylanders game. Way back, I used to have an amiibo for this. But, you know, it's just Skylanders, you know, it's like, I want to give the benefit of the doubt for this one. Sure, look, it was probably more interesting compared to this one, where it tried to mix it up, where it's like, this one was like the other games, and like, oh, it's a racing game, I guess. Now this one, Super Mario Maker's fun, man. I'm not gonna lie. Probably the most fun Mario game, because you get to create the Mario levels. Instead of having to play them, being made by the creators, you get to actually create the level. The most chaotic, insane stuff imaginable. So that deserves to be a 9 out of 10. I would even say probably the most like fun Mario game. You know what? Screw it. I'd say this one is a 10 out of 10 to me. Because you get to create Mario levels. You get to create the Mario game yourself. So fun. So like enjoyable, man. Who wouldn't want to do that? No, they should be doing that more. Giving the players the ability to create their own level, have fun, and go, you know, like Gmod, you know, going crazy, adding all the cool mods you want into the game, you know. Now Undertale, oh, yep, definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. Look at that right now. Undertale deserves to be on the. It's a. This right here is what you call a uniquely interesting RPG game. There is no game like Undertale. Because, you know, every other, like, you know, I mean, the fact that it's the one game where it's like, yeah, you can fight monsters, like, you know, like, straight up, typical, traditional JRPG, RPG, whatever, role-playing game. But it's like, you don't have to fight the monster. You can befriend them, and, you know, everything will be fine. And, you know, you could be at peace knowing that you didn't kill anybody. Or you could. You become a monster. More than the monsters. The monsters don't even feel like monsters. They're like cool, chill people. But yeah, this game deserves 10 out of 10 status. Toby Fox. Classic. Memorable game. Now this one I've never heard of, so I don't know what to say about this one. But it looks pretty fun, terrifying, so 7 out of 10. Now this one's what? Fire Emblem Fates. I think this is the 3DS game where you have to decide between the two like sides of like who you want to join. No? Or this one was pretty good compared to most Fire Emblem games. So I might actually put this one on the top for like 8 out of 10. Because its play mechanics were pretty good. I know a lot of people on Fire Emblem like, oh, you know, it's the same every single time, you know, screw this. Why do they have to add them to the DLC for the Fighter Pass or Smash Bros? But it's really good. Really good. I'd say even this one deserves to be on the top probably. You know what? That's what I might do. Actually, especially when you have both. Great. Splatoon, classic game. Pretty great. Really fun, you know? Like one of the best, you know? Deserves to be up there with, you know, 9 out of 10. You know, it's like you get to, like, shoot the opposing team. It's like paintball, but you get to do more crazy stuff. Pretty great. Until Dawn. I did play that now. I mean, I played the original and this one, and not bad, I guess. Okay. Pretty good. Rocket League. This one, I had a lot of good things about it. Pretty good game. Pretty fun to play with, like, people, with friends, you know, because it's like, like soccer, you know, football, but with a car, and that is insane. Pretty cool. It deserves to be an 8 out of 10. Now this one, Five Nights at Freddy's 4, it's, well, honestly, I think this one should be higher than, like, probably 2 and 3, because they have the most creepiest, and this one has the most terrifying gameplay mechanics, because, you know, compared to every other game where, you know, you kind of have, like, a lot of, like, all these, like, you know, machinery to let you know when the animatronics gonna be close, or how to, like, you know, prevent them from getting to you. But it's like 4 is like you're playing as a kid in his bedroom. You have to listen in with your headphone, and you have to really listen closely if they're gonna be near you or not. And plus, all you're doing is like trying to close a door. And I mean, pretty much that's all you're doing. Pretty much, there's no windows. You're closing doors, listening in, trying not to die. These guys are terrifying. They're big robots with lots of teeth that will kill you if you're not careful and you don't pay attention. It's like a terrifying. 4 is just as good as I would say is like 2. 2 and, you know, 4 like one of the best, but 1 will always be number 1 because it was the game that started all. Let's see, Clash Royale, I think. I think of playing this one. I know this is a mobile game, like, but I heard a lot of fun things. So I want to give it like 7 out of 10. Lime Rancher looks interesting, but I haven't played it, so I don't know. Give it a 7 out of 10. No. Darkest Dungeon? I heard that the mechanics were being leaked, so I put it up there in 7 out of 10. Now, Rise of the Tomb Raider. I've played the reboot, and it's like fun. I could definitely say they were trying to take this a different direction with how they use. So, I didn't even know. The game wasn't bad, but, you know, I can't really say how distinct. I'd say like what, like I mean, I pretty much was like a prequel, probably, but it's still a good game. So maybe I give it an 8 out of 10. Other games are definitely gonna be Lego Dimension. This was the one where you could pretty much collect all the Lego. Have like, that's the one with Sonic, right? Trailers. It has a lot of content, let's say, but at the cost of, like, you know, having you to pay a lot to get it. Probably cost more compared to what? How many characters? Sure, it's got. Story mode, you know, as much as I know people love Minecraft. Minecraft is 10 out of 10 game. But for this, like, it wasn't a bad game, but it felt like didn't really affect the game. Where, you know, from playing, they're the this one felt like you just, you know, But, you know, it's still a fun game. Bro. But it's way better than Sonic Boom. So 5 out of 10. What is this one? Oh, Halo 5. Okay. Put in 7 at. Play. Heard that one was Syndicate. Let's. This one, I think. What is this? That takes place. I'm sure that's a pretty interesting. Probably. What? What's in? It's a Fallout 4. Definitely different. Bad, but I'll put it 8 out. But I definitely know 3. The minute 3 in New Vegas. Okay, Need for Speed. I mean, this one, I think, what, based off the, like, the movie? I think they made the movie. Like, oh. Crazy. Black. And I've never. 7 out of 10. All right for like a reboot. Supposed to be a reboot of, or no, not even a reboot. I think it's supposed to be telling the first. No. Okay. Just Cause 3. Now this one I heard was now this one, garbage. Not good. Not good. Not great. This is where they went. Pro Force. Heard this pretty fun. Fun, like. And again, I don't hate Tony Hawk games. Because again, Pro Skaters 1 through 4 were underground, bit of weight. But that one, in Battlefront, I mean, I've played, you know, like, you know, one, you know, but 7 out of 10. Now these games, okay, Mario and Luigi are pretty fun in the game. Like, you know, agonist from time to time. But, you know, like the crossover between. But I definitely say, oh, like most of the newer Paper Mario. So 7 out of 10. Other Mario, they're way better. First 2, great. Third, home, fantastic. Okay, Slime Ranchers 2, I've never played it. But I'm. Okay. 6 out of 10. And never really. No, I'm. Five Nights at Freddy's World. Definitely the most different Five Nights at I mean, we all the other definitely. You know, I mean, compared to most of their turn-based, a lot compared to the. Try doing. Scott was to make different. Try to survive now. Or watch. Put that at 7 out of 10. Hell, you. Star Fox 0. Because it's what, like supposed to be like, or like second, like third to the like Star Fox. Or I think it is bad. Go up. Fighter 5. Wasn't really a fan of the, but play was still fun. Still a fun stream. Oh, I'm not out of 10. Like oh boy, I mean, it's that you the minute we get to 2 and 3, it's like it's gonna be like a 9 and a 10. God, I'm definitely have to get a new mic. Oh, okay. Let's get back to it because there's so many games. Still at more. Oh my lord. Uncharted 4. This is where the series ends. Okay. For what it did, you know. I liked 1 and 2 a lot more. But, you know, it wasn't a bad way to end the series, let's say. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. Overwatch. Now, the first one compared to the second was actually really good. Pretty fun. So this one deserves to be up here. In fact, I would say it would, you know what? Put it in at least 8 out of 10. Because at least it was fun compared to the second game. Where they didn't try. This game, never playing it, but it looks way funner compared to these. So, 7 out of 10. Dark Souls 3. I would definitely say compared to Bloodborne and Elden Ring. You know what? I give this one at least like 8 out of 10. Most of the Dark Souls games could be pretty fun. This Kirby game, I don't think I got the chance to play it. I know this is where he uses like a cool robot mecha suit. Pretty fun, pretty interesting. I like that. So I give it like a 8 out of 10 for that. This one, I mean, I would have maybe put on the top right there, but it's like, it's still a, 2D Kirby game. Know what I mean? Division. Now this one's like, alright. Second one definitely improves a lot more compared to the first game. So, definitely 7 out of 10 for me. See, this one, I think this is the one that they decided to turn into a movie, which was crazy that they, like, it wasn't bad, but it's like, the reimagining of the first game is kind of weird. Like, but it's still not bad of a game. 7 out of 10. True. Speed runners. That's what that says right there. I think. You know what? I'll put this one on the top. 7 out of 10. Super Hot is pretty fun though, especially in VR. This game right here, I'll say this right now for you guys. Really fun game. Really good. Really good game. Really fun. I would even say this game is like a 9. Because it's like, playing the game, it's like you have to really, think carefully on how you're going to move in the game. Because it's like, when you move, the entire environment moves, and you have to be careful you don't either get punched, shot. I mean, in VR, when you play this, it is fun. Really, really, really hard to play in VR, but such a fun game. Like, super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Really fun. Really good game. Far Cry Primal. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Because I haven't played it, but I'm sure it was okay. Decent. Lego Avengers. I've really played it again. I haven't played most of the Lego games. I'm sure a lot of you would love to see me play it on here. Quite good. God, we've gone through so many games so far. We're not even done just yet. Okay. This one I heard. What was it? Drifter? One? Oh, this one was really, really good. See, this one right here deserves to be at like 9 out of 10 for how unique it was. This one right here deserves to be 10. Hitman. Yeah, I can't judge this one because I haven't played it compared to the first 2 games. The Witness. I have no idea what that is. I'm gonna put this here, 6 out of 10. Now, Naruto! Ninja Storm is a pretty fun, 3D arena style anime game. So, say, it's the first Naruto game I've gotten. Maybe I'll put it up there. It has a big roster compared to the others. Naruto! Sasuke! Boruto! Sakura! Hinata! Dora! Orochimaru! Good. Stardew Valley is actually really good. I played it recently. At first, and I understand why people liked it, and I realized it's like Harvest Moon, and it's a good ass game. Deserves to be all the way in the top. It right here deserves to be all the way at the top. Such a fun. Right here, fun. You know what? I'd give this game 10 out of 10 status. Such a good game. Get to mingle with the people there, get to like grow crops, go into the caves to like mine for materials. Such a fun game. That game right there, great game. Stardew, 10 out of 10 for me. Now this is what I heard was pretty good too. This game, the again, Batman Telltale like games are like The Walking Dead, pretty much great. Where, depending on the choices you make in the first, will follow you into the second. I say this one was actually not that bad. So I put this all the way in the top. 8 out of 10. Now, Xenoverse 2 was definitely better than 1 because it had a bigger roster and more distinctive gameplay, so definitely deserves to be on the top. 8 out of 10 for me. I don't know what this game is. Never playing this, but I can't say. But I give it a 6 out of 10. This is another, what is this, what Star Wars game is this? I think this is one of the newer ones based off the newer movies. So, sure, it's good. I mean, most of the Lego games could be pretty fun. How many Lego games on this list? Have I put a Lego game on the top yet for 8 out of 10? Oh yeah, I've put that one. Maybe we can move, at least one Lego game. Then we'll put this one on the top. We already put a Lego Star Wars game at like 9. Okay, let's see. This one, I think, isn't this the one that came out on 3DS? Fire and Ice? Where it was like, oh, we're trying to actually be like a classic Sonic game. But it's like, I mean, I'd say this one is definitely better than this one. Miles. But it's like, they could have done better. You know what I mean? Now, the Mario and Sonics, they're always... I mean, the Mario and Sonic Olympic games are like added, but mostly kind of like the 2K games. They can usually be the same, or sometimes they add a new mode. Sometimes they remove ones, add another one, instead of adding more upon it. So it's like, Color Splash. I mean, I like the art style where they actually make the game, the sprites, and look more like paper. So bad of a game. I think this is way better than Sticker Star to me, personally. No, I'm gonna give this one, the benefit of the doubt and just, raise it to 8 out of 10. Now, the DSX series, definitely like underrated. It comes to most like, FPS game. So, put it in here, 7 out of 10. Never playing this one, so I don't know how to like score this one, but put it 7 out of 10. Mirror's Edge, pretty fun. The most uniquely interesting first-person shooter game, where you're pretty much like running, like parkour. It's like fun, pretty fun. But I don't know if this is the sequel. Is it the sequel? Not the first one, then you put it in there. I don't know what this game is. Oh, but I'm sure, again, then. So we'll put this one at 6 out of 10. See, another one of the... so many... Put this, again, we'll put this with the others. Inside. Now, this one... when it comes to the gameplay, it's like, all right, but the story is what really makes it interesting. you know? So I'd say for Inside, I like it a lot because I love the story. I did beat it. It was pretty good, pretty fun. So 8 out of 10 for me. Mafia 3. I meant the Mafia game, you can't go wrong with. They're pretty fun. It's like Grand Theft Auto, but in the 1930s. I think I might even put this one like, I'm leaving it in 7. You know, actually no. I'm going to 8 out of 10. Actually good. Battlefield. These games used to be fun, but now they're just, oh my god, I see VR chat right there. I haven't put like game yet in like 2 out of 10 yet, so 6 out of 10. Gears of War 4 at the original. Put 7 out of 10 for me. Okay, this one I don't think I've played. I think it looks fun, so we'll put it on the top. Looks like a fun multiplayer game. Probably deserves to be an 8 out of 10. No, you know what? 7 out of 10. No Man's Sky. This game, you know, I heard that, you know, it promised like the co-op mode. It didn't give it, you know, before when it first launched. Then they did. So it's like, you know, at least they did keep their promise and actually add the mode in. So 8 out of 10. Dead by Daylight. Oh, we getting there now. We get into some thing stuff right here now. Like Kingdom Hearts over there. Okay, Dead by Daylight. I mean, this is a pretty fun game to play with friends, you know, where we all get to play as the survivors. One gets to play the killer. Pretty great. They have a lot of killers in this, though. You know what? I would put this all the way at 8 out of 10. Sister Location. This is probably the first FNAF game to have voice acting in it. Like, you know, full-on voice acting, like all the animatronics actually speak and talk, you know? Because, you know, every game pretty much just had, like, Scott, you know, voicing, like the guy that talks to you through, like, the phone or recording, and that was it. But this one's like, oh, the animatronics actually all speak. Like, this is where they're really trying to add more of a story to it. I mean, it had more than, I say, definitely more than, like, 3. So it definitely deserves to be on the top. Dishonored 2. I heard this one was really fun. Didn't play it. Really great. For Honor. Got a 7 out of 10. I haven't played it, but Fire Emblem Heroes. I forgot. Is this the one where it's like, I think it's supposed to be like Dynasty Warriors, but with Fire Emblem characters? Let's say that one like 7 out of 10, if that were the case. Hollow Knights. I love the art style. Great gameplay. Really fun. Really good. Definitely say it deserves to be on the top. I need a Woo! Oh my god. Okay. I think we'll be good. Alright. Alright. Final Fantasy 15. I think this is the... Wow, I mean... This is where they were trying to go in a different direction with Final Fantasy. And did more like an action, like JRPG than a turn-based one. But you know, it wasn't bad of a game. I mean, I definitely know it took years to release until it finally did. You know, before it used to be called Final Fantasy Versus 13. And now It was. It wasn't so bad of a game. I mean, I did play the demo, so again, fun. Okay, this one. See, this one I definitely say is a lot better compared to the spin-off game. So, might put it all the way up here, 8 out of 10. And we have so many games in 8 out of 10. So many like 9 out of 10. But in 10 out of 10, it hasn't even gotten close to yet. Okay, let's see. Which Call of Duty is... This... I don't know which one this is. You know what? We'll put this one in 6 out of 10. Because there's been so many so far that we've given chances, And we're trying. It's not as bad. Okay, let's see. Which one is this? Birth by Sleep? This one definitely was a fun game. Definitely the most interesting of like Kingdom Hearts games. When it comes to like prequels, pretty good. And also setting up so much, going forward with the series. VR chat. I'd say this game... Oh man. Honestly, VR chat deserves to be an 8 out of 10 too. Because it's like... You could do so much with VR chat, you know what I mean? Like, it's the game. You could just... It's like Ready Player One, the movie. But, instead of people dying and trying to kill each other, like from the like virtual reality world, real life, it's like you just get to talk with people, have fun. Sometimes you got to be careful when you're in there because there could be some maps where it's like, oh, it's fun, and then you're gonna end up in a map creepy that's gonna try to like lure some kids to like be with him, and he's gonna do some weird stuff, you know what I mean? Like, it's really weird. But despite that factor, it could really be a fun game. Like VR chat, like, if you play with friends, I mean, you could play with random people and it could be fun, but if you play with friends, you're gonna have a good time because there's so many maps to just look around and so many avatars you can be. Really fun. This one I heard of. It's like okay, and also trash. Game trash. Dead Rising 4. You know what? I'd say it wasn't fully trash compared to these games. Still bad. Could have been better, but not the worst. I'd say. Like, you know what? Scratch that. You know what? This game is still trash. This one, you know what? I give it 2 out of 10. This one is still better than this one. Because it's like, This one, on the other hand, is actually not bad, though. I would say this one's even 8 out of 10. The Last Guardian. I mean, I heard the gameplay for this game was really unique compared to most games. It has the whole realistic graphics thing, but, the game I heard was, like, actually really good when it comes to most games I've seen so far. I would say it's even better than most of these other games. I would say it would go to 9 out of 10. Watch Dogs 2. And that one wasn't a bad sequel, you know what I mean? Put in the same category as the first one. Not bad. It's okay. Now this game, Gravity Rush 2, so underrated. Such a fun, interesting game that deserves so much more praise and love, but it doesn't. This one deserves to go all the way to the top. Deserves to be 9 out of 10. I even put the first one up there because both games are just that good. Such great games. Okay, this is Horizon Zero Dawn. I think this is the actual first one. I like the first one a lot more. Like, I didn't even know there was 3 of these Horizon games. Now this one, I mean, you know where that Breath of the Wild was actually a really good game. It definitely tried doing something more unique, different with Legend of Zelda. So Breath of the Wild deserves to be on the 10 out of 10. Beat that game, 100%ed it, and it was just a great Legend of Zelda game. Yakuza 6, so good. Such a good game, what I've seen, at least gameplay of. Really good game. Can't go wrong with the Yakuza series. Such a underrated, like, you know, well, honestly, I don't think it's really underrated because they have so many games at this point. So I know that it's not like, it's like one of the most popular Sega games next to Sonic. Night in the Woods. Oh my god, I remembered playing this. Such a fun story like game. Definitely the most uniquely interesting game compared to most of the games I've played. So I'm gonna put this all the way at 8 out of 10. That is some fun mini game. A unique art style that sets itself apart from most of the others. I would say it deserves to be 9 out of 10. Pretty good. Resident Evil 7, here we go. We were getting there now. This one is like, I mean, you know, this is pretty much what got Resident Evil back to where it was. Because 6 definitely, you know, as much as the co-op was fun in that game, it definitely took a nosedive. Like the scare factor. And people were like, oh, Resident Evil's losing. It's like, you know, touch. Losing, it's like, you know, like you know, it's like what made it what it was in the first place, you know? It lost its sense of direction, where it wanted to go, or it was losing the thing that made it what it was in the first place, the scare factor, everything. Like 7 brought it back to its roots. Like that's pretty much the best way to describe it. It lost its roots, and then they came back and grew those roots again. So, but I definitely say, you know, it wasn't a bad. I want to say it wasn't a bad like game. You know, it was pretty good. You know, I'll keep it an 8 out of 10. Because, you know, it definitely had its moments where it could be scary depending on how you see horror to be. Because some people could be like, oh, this game is scary. Some people could say it's not. What I mean? Oh yeah, this is the one now where they introduced Tubi, the near like Automata. I think that's what it was called. This one is a really good game. Really fun. I would even say it was 9 out of 10. Titanfall. Such a fun game. You get to be in a giant robot. What's not to love about that? No? Definitely deserves to be on the top. ARMS. I mean, it feels like, you know, the I guess, spiritual successor to Punch-Out. You know? I guess. I mean, it definitely tried to be something uniquely different compared to all the other Nintendo games. And it definitely was trying to take advantage of the capabilities of what the Joy-Cons and the Switch can do. I definitely say it was a fun game. 8 out of 10. Sonic Mania. Oh my god. You know, honestly, I lied. This is probably one of the most fun Sonic games I've played in like a while. Probably fun. Great. The sprites were gorgeous. Like the animations were superb. No, I might even say this game deserves to be in like 10 out of 10 personally, because it's actually a really good Sonic game. compared to even Sonic Frontiers. So colorful, every zone was different. I mean, first it started off with just Green Hill, and it had its own unique different zones afterwards, you know, and the animations, the cutscenes were great. Like, you know, everything about it was really good. Really good Sonic game. Definitely say it's one of the most fun. It deserves to be 10 out of 10 to me, personally. A Fire Emblem Echoes. I think this is supposed to be a remake of the other Fire Emblem game. But I give it 8 out of 10 for me. Paladins, I've never played it, so give it a 7 out of 10. Never playing this one. Don't even know what it is. So I put it in 6 out of 10. Nightmares. Now you see, I heard of that, but never played it. But I'm sure it was really terrifying and scary. Oh, I think I could put this like game up there. This one was alright. It was an okay Uncharted game. This was the last one they made before, you know, they ported all the games to like PC. Like, okay. No, alright. I think this is the, what is this, like the sequel to Life is Strange? Like, what is this, 2? Or I think this is a spinoff. Put it in a 7 out of 10. Okay, I don't know what in the world the Long Dark is. So this will go all the way in 6 out of 10. Injustice 2. Pretty fun fighting game with all the cool characters. There's like Hellboy in there. Ninja Turtles. So we'll put it in 7 out of 10. Outlast. I don't know if this is 1 or 2. It's 2. So put this one in 7 out of 10. Mario plus Rabbids. This is where they did the whole crossover between the like Mario characters and the Rabbids. People are like, oh, now we actually like the Rabbids now. We don't hate them anymore. They're not annoying and take away the spotlight from Rayman, and people are still angry. Actually really fun. Like XCOM, but you know, Mario. Rabbids. So this is pretty interesting. Oh yeah, this is the other Guardians of the Galaxy. You know what I mean? 7 out of 10. Oh, we got Fortnite. You know, I mean, you know, I really don't want to have to, like, I know that people would be like, oh, you got to put it a 10 out of 10 or oh, put it a 1 out of 10. It's Fortnite. Who cares? I mean, it's not a bad, man. Honestly, Fortnite has a lot of great content. I understand that some people would hate because it's like, oh, well, I mean, it's Fortnite. Pop, like, over, like, hyped. Look, it's really fun with friends. It has a lot of and all right, I would say, you know, like I don't think it's like 10 out of 10. I mean, you know, it's hard to decide because bad. You know what I mean? Like, it has a lot of games that warrant it to be top of, like, I really have popular. Like, but you know, look, what about pour so time into the say this about, but it does have a lot of content. That, you know, not a bad game. A lot of people just like to hate that it's Fortnite. I don't like Call of Duty. Because of the fact as a lot. I'll give it a not bad. Is look, they have so many. Oh, if you don't like the battle royale itself, play another game. Play Fall Guys and play Fall Guys. Play racing game. Guitar Hero. The Guitar Hero mode. You know? Have like a story mode if you're not interested. Battle Royale, play the story mode. So adding more game. Added like a first. Adding more to the game. Characters. Rose hat. Third-party characters, but then Fortnite by 10 characters. Spike and Faye, Cowboy Bebop, and characters. I still have Resident Evil characters. I have so like now when you compare Fortnite, Call of Duty, definitely tell that Fortnite like, put a lot into try to play, man. It warrants that. If it didn't have update, that maybe. But because of that, you know, it would have been cool. But knowing that, that's how they. But the content abandoned. Surprised me. Definitely see. Here were anybody. Fun game. Oh, Blade. Never played this. Heard it was okay. 5 out of 10. How long? Because I'm. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Free. For me. if I could save my. I haven't even tried to finish. Still going through it. I want to end. It's getting really. Like. Also, let me see. Am I good? Hey, 1 2 1 2 1 2. I don't know what is with my mic. Why it's like this? Or no? Okay. Yeah, I apologize if it's been acting weird. I have to get a new mic. But I think I might end it here because I am getting like tired. Maybe we could just call it. Just call it actually no. I think it's fine the way it is. We'll just put part 2 after that. Because I am getting so tired. Like I am getting like just like I'm done. I'm done. But I mean I will say this was pretty fun. I can't wait to continue tomorrow and finish the entire list, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, this, honestly, I could understand why a lot of you guys really like doing these. You know, they're pretty fun. Pretty enjoyable, like, you know, lists to go through. You know? Like I could understand, like, why you guys want me to do this. Because there's, like, it's really fun to kind of rate, like whatever we try to rate, like, and I'm not just trying to apply this towards video games only. I mean, like, just like pretty much like anything. I can imagine if we did a tier list of like music or characters or even the thing I think a lot of people make videos of Smash or Pass. Those I heard are really fun. So we might try to do one of those one day. Do a Smash, that Smash or Pass. Oh my god, I definitely think we should do a stream like that one day. It's like, this was great, but that is where it gets really interesting, juicy, spicy, really, you know. But either way, you know, thank you all for watching, by the way, and love to all my brothers and sisters, and thank you all for watching me act like a complete moron in here, and like, you know, like, but again, it was really fun. So like rate all the games on this list. So thank you all for like watching. Again, like I said, if there's any like particular tier lists you want me to like, you know, do next, again, leave a comment down below. I'm down for it. Or I might even make a poll and you guys could decide, or even make a post saying what tier list you want me to do next. So either way, thank you all for watching. See you all next time so we could continue this, because I mean, again, it's a big list, so we're gonna be going through this entire thing. So either way, love to all my brothers and sisters, and as always, have fun.